Welcome, everybody, to another exciting installment of the Terrorisk podcast. Welcome, everybody, to another exciting installment of the Terrorisk podcast.
It's only me here. Who are you talking to?
The audience who listens to this after I record it.
Oh, that's
and
right.
then post it, yeah. So yeah,
That's right.
That's usually what I mean. I don't live stream these things, although I did promise I would start doing that after the 200th subscriber, and I'm at like 185 now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna be scared. You know, like we're gonna have to start doing this stuff live.
Because this is already heavily edited.
No, no, no. It's the time. It's the time thing, and it's also the ability for people to like talk shit while we record this. So it's like, yo,
So they can fact check us.
it's like, who's that hot Asian girl next to that white guy? Like they'll say shit like that. I'll be like, that's me.
Be like, what a lovely compliment.
You're like, what a lovely couple. That's really what they're gonna say. And I'm expecting, you know, it's all par for the course. I've streamed before. I've people have talked shit at me on live streams before. It's all good. It's all in good fun.
That's what the internet does.
Talk shit.
Yeah. I was, my friend had a Whatnot. He was like selling Pokemon cards and like ripping them, whatever, on Whatnot. Yeah, I know.
The booster pack stream.
Yeah. So I was hanging out with them while he was doing it. And he got a phone call. He's like, "Oh man," he's like, "Do me a favor, just entertain these people for a few minutes." I was like, "Okay." So I just sit there, and they're like, "Hey, like, what's can we see those packs? The one he has back there?" And I'm like, "Which packs?" I can see them, but I'm just like, "Which packs? What are you talking about?"
You know, they're all probably like children, right?
I know, yeah. Well, I couldn't, like, he was like, "Dude, you can't curse." So I was like, "Okay."
These are kids, man.
Yeah, but they were like, "Oh, he's like the one." They're like the ones back there, and I'm like, "Where?" Because like he has a camera on the desk on his hands, and then the camera like on the wall. So I'm like, "Where? Which ones?" And like, it's behind the Lugia pack, and I'm like, "What's a Lugia?" They lost their minds because they were like, "Do you know anything about Pokemon?"
Jesus Christ.
And then there was a countdown happen, and they were like, "Yo, you're supposed to rip a pack." That's what he does. Like when the countdown gets to 0, and I'm like, "Which ones?" I'm like, that's I can't do that for you. They were so mad.
It's kind of like the modern version of being like a you know, like the clown that gets hired at like children's birthday party. I mean, I take that as a serious profession. You know, like a party clown. So yeah, it's kind of like that's the new iteration of it. You know, like a grown ass man goes in front of kids and gets paid.
Yeah, to entertain children.
Entertained by opening booster packs in front of them. In fact, if I was like a real life clown, like that seems like a pretty good bit. You know, it's like, hey kids, this is Bobo the clown. Now I heard you kids like booster packs, and the kids are like, yeah, like losing their fucking minds. It's like, yo, how does this clown know what we like to do online? You know, like,
he sees right through us, man.
yeah, he likes, you know, it's like, you kids want to open up some Lugia booster packs?
Yeah, I went for the exact opposite of what I knew they would like. And I was like, yeah, let me annoy these children who are like obviously like have phones that their parents are paying for.
Dude, I will say this much. Like, I wouldn't judge it because you're not going to become like any worse of a person like by opening booster packs for children than you would be if you were like an OnlyFans star. Like that will kill your soul or some shit.
Probably, but I'm okay with both.
What, like OnlyFans?
I'm saying like I don't think less of people who do either one.
I mean, I think with OnlyFans, I usually think less of people who like subscribe to it because it's like.
Oh no, yeah, those are the ones. Yeah, I don't respect them.
Oh,
it's like, dude, come on.
It's a shitty deal because it's like so subscription based. So you're gonna be paying for like weeks when it's like you just don't feel like, you know, looking at the girl that you're subscribed to on OnlyFans, and it's like it's just a waste. It's no good. Whereas at least if you're streaming, say a guy opening booster packs, you're like, yo,
you're not paying to be in the room, and like it's like would you pay weekly for like an ongoing like relationship with a woman? It's like, so why, if not, why would you pay weekly for the possibility of interaction?
But isn't that how like OnlyFans works, like subscription based?
Yeah, it's subscription based, yeah, but like they're constantly like, you know, trying to sell you shit. So that's like like they'll message you, I think, and like they'll just be like, oh, by the way, I have these pictures.
It's like
they're just for you. They only cost $40.
Like $5 a week or some shit. I could pay for like Hulu with that or something. Yeah.
I know someone that was doing that.
I know a couple of someones who were doing that.
Yeah, but they were just. I was like, yo, I'm like, what the? They were like, yeah, they're complaining I don't give them enough stuff. I'm like, what are you reasoning with them for? I was like, I'm like, if I were you, I would just double the subscription price and give them even less. She's like, what if they leave? I'm like, some will stay. Like some might leave, but the rest that'll stay, they'll make up for it.
That's true.
Because it's already,
it's already in demand.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's like it's already free.
not my thing.
It's got to be a Zoomer thing too, and I don't know. Well, it's different for Zoomers. It's probably because it's more like normalized. Whereas for the
Yeah.
older guys, it's probably because they really feel like they have a relationship with the girl or something.
Those are just really lonely people.
Yeah. Well, in other news, let's see what's in current events right now.
Oh, have you heard about speaking of the internet and Gen Zers, they've been bum rushing Scientology centers and
What?
filming it. So you heard about this? So I read an article about it, and they're trying to like, I can't tell if it is just a TikTok trend and the internet's lost its way that hard, or if it's a clever way to get people to start talking about Scientology again. But they're like, so like in Hollywood, at least like 10 kids just ran into a Scientology building, and like they run and try to get as far and deep into the building as they can before they get like taken out. And like then they upload the floor plans to the buildings the further and further they get. But like the way it's being talked about is like
They're speed running Scientology.
yes, that's what they're speed running Scientology. These mad children have to be stopped. Not the Church of Scientology who kidnaps people and
No,
and-
these children speed running Scientology.
yeah. I was just reading it's
I'll be right back. Keep going. Keep talking.
my God, I'm alone. Yeah, so
Can you put a timer on your phone, by the way,
sure.
for like 25 minutes? Shit, I gotta put my phone, whatever. So yeah, these kids are speed running Scientology.
Yeah, and mapping out the building the deeper and deeper they get. So I keep seeing.
Did they find anything interesting even, or was it?
Well, no, because you can't. I mean, there's places that are like, because no one's allowed into. You're not allowed into the Scientology
The
building.
upper echelons of the Scientology.
Right, so that's what they're trying to find. Because there's people that I mean, it's a known fact that like there's people basically working slave labor for them. At the like people lower on the totem pole, you're basically working off the debt that you decided to give them for your Deaton readings, all that stuff.
Yeah,
Like
but what
the-
else are they gonna do with their time? I mean, these people are clearly like so lost. Like, if they didn't show up there doing their labor for their Thetan readings, they'd probably be doing something no better, honestly.
I disagree. It's really expensive to do that shit.
That too. You know, you take away like bad people's money and they can't do bad things anymore, or they do less bad things.
But I don't think they're bad people. I think they're just misguided people who are being taken advantage of.
I don't know. Everyone's a sinner, even for the church. So
Well,
the church
yeah,
is
but
honest.
I don't. But yeah, I mean, we're all sinners, but we're not all bad people.
Sinners, I should say. I shouldn't have said bad people.
Yeah,
I should
not
have said
bad
we're all
people.
sinners. So when
I commit several minor sins.
So when you go to church, when you give to the congregation, when you spend time praying instead of being out in the streets being a hooligan, you spend less time just sinning. Same with same with like Scientology.
Sure, idle hands are the devil's plate thing. Sure,
Mm-hmm.
sure.
And if there's one thing Scientology probably does well is take away your idle hands.
I mean, you could get a real job. That would also.
Now, real jobs usually are full of times of periods of idle hands, which is why, despite having jobs, so many people are still sinners.
Right, but no, I suppose so. I would suppose the people that Scientology does kidnap probably aren't sinning because they have no time to, because of the constant work they're doing and the
As in, for
how
the
they're
church
being.
Scientology.
All right, okay.
Same with church. It's like if I'm too busy being a choir boy, I'm probably too busy getting like conditioned and programmed
molested and-
well,
yeah.
that too. I
Yeah.
didn't want to
I was
say it.
gonna say like, well,
I
for
didn't wanna
choir
s-
boys,
I-
that's
I didn't want to say it.
that's
but
the busiest job in the church.
in a couple of ways, yeah. You were just too cute, and had such a lovely angelic voice. Sometimes we have to chop your balls off to preserve it.
Oh, but they don't do that in Catholic Church. You don't really sing. You ring a bell now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, as far as I know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think what really matters is just the divine harmonies and the pitch. Yeah, fuck yeah.
But just to back on the Scientology thing. So, news outlets are reporting it as like the LAPD is investigating the kids who are running into the building. Not investigating Scientology. who is like who does not allow anybody into.
Well,
their
the kids are
building.
committing a crime. I mean, it's a righteous crime.
They're trespassing. Yeah.
So yeah, a crime does warrant an investigation, I guess. It's just funny as fuck.
Yeah. So here you go.
Scientology raid with Jesus.
They've I heard like the one in the city now has armed guards in the front. Not armed guards, but like they have security at the front of the door. They took away the you can't open the door from the outside now.
Yo, I know who this guy is that did it.
Right.
White Wall Stunts. He's a guy out in California. He's known for like riding like mini bikes and making Instagram content. Like he'll like pull up on a sick mini bike and then he'll be like on Skid Row. He's like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing, ma'am?" And you see this like cracked out lady like, "What up?" Yeah, like, and then now he's raiding Scientology building. That's awesome.
Doing it for internet clout.
Yo, that culture is like, look.
Remember when we used to just do things for the lulz?
Yeah, but I did awful things for the lulz. Like,
oh yeah,
really
well,
things.
I mean, the internet used to mean something, but it was a lot more racist and sexist. But still, it used to mean something.
The internet?
Yeah,
yeah, like newgrounds.com.
Everything. 4chan, Reddit.
Were you a 4chan guy?
I was not a 4chan guy.
I recently started exploring 4chan. I mean, I'm glad I started now than like when because I realized when I was 14
that'll
getting
really
into,
warp you and
yeah,
you get into a lot of trouble with that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I knew about. There's a friend there was another nerdy kid that I was friends with in high school that tried to avoid doing things in the gym just like I did, and in our
He was
free
a 4chan guy.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no.
Like it's I didn't want to like do I didn't want to play fucking volleyball and basketball and stuff like that. I just
I want to talk about 4chan.
no, I just want to lift weights. And this friend of mine, I knew him from like not summer school. I knew him from summer camp when we were younger. So he was a quiet nerdy guy. So he saw me. He's like he is too. So yeah, he would talk to me about
the N words.
yeah, that how he thought that child it shouldn't be him exchanging and getting child pornography isn't immoral or illegal because he himself was a minor at that point.
That sounds about right with 4chan.
Yeah. He told me about that. He told me about all the internet memes of the time before, like the early ones before I knew them. Like, who's the man? Who's the man now, dog? I forget what that site was called. It's like an acronym.
Wait.
It's an
I'm
acronym.
sorry. It's just my mind is just catching up. He's like, it's not immoral because I'm a minor.
Oh yeah, it took. I was like, wow, he didn't. I'm like, that didn't really faze him. Okay.
So
No, he
funny.
just agreed and moved on.
So funny.
Yeah, like he was like, I think it's a big deal, and I was like, oh, okay.
I'm just,
Yeah. I'm like, oh, all right.
That's gonna end well.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like, there's child pornography now. I didn't know that. I just started regular porn. I didn't. I was like, oh, it gets. I didn't know that.
oh no.
That he told me about 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Faces, Thousand Faces of Death.
Yeah. Lemonade Party, right? Lemon Party. He told me about all those early things.
Yeah. Those were pretty tame, I
Yeah,
guess, all things considered.
Yeah. He was an odd guy. I might have been his only friend.
Well, actually, now the internet got way more the public internet got way more regulated. So a lot of shit that you saw back then is now getting further entrenched in the deep web via Tor sites, Tor browsers.
This is very true. There was the mass ban and exodus of all like call them racier chats and subreddits and things like that.
All the best amateur porn got flushed down.
All the good. I know. And ever since then, everyone's been fake.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. There's no more amateur porn.
This is welcome to ethical porn, sir.
Ugh.
Welcome-
That's a friend of mine. That's how he justified his 4chan subscription. He had a girlfriend and like she got mad at him because he was doing that. He's like, yeah. He's like, but like it's ethical. I'm like, what? I'm like, it's more ethical to pay them than just watch it for free. He's like, yeah. He's like, it feels like better. And I'm like, all right.
You're supporting their craft.
Yeah, I'm like, but you're supporting individual woman's craft, which I'd imagine makes your girlfriend very upset.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, why don't you just give the money to her?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah.
No, those relationships are like pretty much doomed to fail. Like if the guy has like a obscene porn addiction,
Oh, sure.
and he's trying to carry on a serious relationship, it always just falls apart.
Absolutely. Well, these people are married now, so.
Well, I mean, it's also like if it depends on how plugged in you are to wider culture, especially on the internet. Because on the internet, like especially with social media, you had a lot of people like pretty much standardizing a lot of dating practices. You know, because before social media, it's not like you go to like a person of any color of a specific age group and be like, yeah, it's not cool to ghost people, bro. Whereas back in like, you know, like back then, it's like very different cultures had very different dating practices. And they just didn't talk about it as much, you know?
Sure.
But then after social media came about, like everyone started talking about their shit because they didn't have to do it in person. they could just kind of have like a barrier and whatever, and everyone could just share their shit. And it turns out people were into some weird fucking shit, and it was normalized for them due to culture or whatever.
Sure.
So now by 2026, it's like a lot more standardized. Like, oh, you shouldn't ghost people, be feminist, down with the patriarchy. These are like very standard, especially in a place like New York City.
You should be your favorite show should be The Office
or something. Like whether you're now, it's like doesn't matter if you're an Asian guy, a Muslim guy, a white guy. Like you got to pretty much follow this standard format of like. And I'm not gonna say like it's just guys. Like women have a similar thing too.
Sure.
Like, oh, you can't, promote their toxic masculinity, and you gotta give them space to be sensitive and vulnerable. And it's like, yeah, it's nauseating for me because I'm a millennial, but still,
I've also heard this from people, and I've been catfished myself like twice. So like,
yeah. Well, there you go. I mean, and it's interesting. I should say, at the very least, it's fucking interesting.
It's food for thought.
Yeah. So like that's the whole case nowadays with, I don't know, dating and whatever. As far as the war in Iran, speaking of Muslims, as far as the war in Iran goes,
were we speaking of Muslims?
Yeah, we were talking about how different cultures have different dating.
Oh, okay.
Had anyway.
Until we blew them up.
Oh yeah, or in the process of doing so. Yeah. Oh shit, that's right. Someone tried to assassinate Trump again.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I remember I just says it on my phone. I'm like, oh, someone's trying to shoot Trump. Well, I'm going to bed. Yeah, that was it's interesting. Why is no one good at assassinating the president?
Well, because in America,
it doesn't usually no one's ever fucked up twice before. No assassin or attempted assassin has fucked up twice on one individual.
Well, I also
as far
think
as I know,
in America we stopped like training kids teaching kids how
to use guns. I was gonna say we stopped teaching them how to like deal with things emotionally in a healthy way.
No, well, that I guess, but it's like
or
also
that, or we stopped teaching them how to eat shit.
We stopped teaching them how to use guns. We used to do that all the time.
No one taught me how to use a gun.
Yeah, but
and also I mean, more likely to shoot somebody if I know how to use a gun.
That's not true.
Why not?
Well, first of all, you need a gun to be able to shoot them with. Just because you know how to use one doesn't mean you have one.
Sure, but but if I am, it's probably easier to get a gun.
Like in Korea, everyone knows how to use a gun because everyone
goes in the military. Yeah. The military, yeah.
So it's like I don't necessarily think just because you're trained, like you're gonna get a gun.
But I'm more likely to.
Maybe I just think you should standardize that knowledge.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm fucking around, but it's better to know how to. Gun safety is very important.
But then again, like the caveat is, if we did that, then let's say a kid wanted to shoot the president, he'd probably have a way better shot at shooting the president.
Yeah, right. We would just make really good assassins.
Yeah, but then like that's par for the course for being a politician. That's why, as Trump, you can't show visible fear after getting someone tried to assassinate you twice.
Well, I would just get cockier.
He's gonna be that president where after his term is over, his legacy's like, yeah, they tried to kill me twice.
Well, that's what I hate about it.
He gets to add it to his lore.
Yeah, I know.
He gets experience points from that.
That's what I hate about it because I dislike him, but I don't want him to be assassinated because then because it makes him a martyr, and people don't talk about the shitty things martyrs did before they got martyred. That it justifies it. Like people on the right go like, oh look, they're trying to kill him, they're trying to silence him. Clearly, somebody's upset about the Epstein list being not fully released and about their war in Iran because they got something to hide.
I don't know. I think Trump's rhetoric was enough for people to get pissed off at him enough to want to kill him.
Oh no, I mean that's obviously what it is. I'm just saying this is what people on the right are probably hanging on to now. Like, but
he like barely says shit anymore.
And when he does talk, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, he doesn't say anything anymore.
Well, he never said anything of substance. He likes his adjectives. He only knows 4 of them, but he likes them.
I mean, he was really funny though. He's like probably the funniest president of all time. I don't think anyone's funnier as far as being president.
I love Bush, man.
Nah,
there's nothing quite like that.
Nah, Trump is hilarious. He's actually
but besides,
funny.
give me a Trump quote besides I know the best words. Like Bush has the most memorable quote, most memorable quotes of all time. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, won't get fooled again.
The nasty woman.
Who else? Who gets a shoe thrown at them?
Yeah. Maybe it's just because Trump has so many bangers. It's just hard to remember a single one.
He's constantly just saying dumb shit. So Like, I mean, Bush was probably was coherent in most of his speeches.
I think Trump is most he's most astute when he's just talking shit about someone. Like when he's talking shit about like a congresswoman or some senator or something.
He's really good at that. He's good at two things: talking about himself, talking about people that he doesn't like.
Like he'd be like, "Yeah, I met that guy. You know, I gotta say, I don't agree with his policy, and he's got
I don't
very
really
small
like him.
hands."
Yeah, he's got small hands, bad posture.
It's so funny though, because you're like, yo,
poor complexion. Just that's
because it's probably pissed him off so much. Like that other guy.
He just looks at him and he's just like, "What can I?"
No. I mean, the guy Trump was saying that about was probably so pissed. He was like, "Fuck this asshole," you know, like it probably did get him super to be insulted on TV by the president. Like that's a sick burn, you know. Like
I would just then do an impression of him.
Yeah. He also called like.
He's losing his hair.
Yeah, he's losing his hair. I know, it's horrible.
He's doing fake tans. Never seen a skinny person drink a Diet Coke. Oh, wait, he actually said that.
Yeah. But you prefer the Democrat presidents, right? Like Clinton and Obama, the suave guys.
I prefer them. Like I'm not like a fucking Democrat or a liberal where it's just like they're the bad guys, we're the good guys. Like I don't trust anyone who's president. I inherently just don't trust you. You're up to something. You're hiding things. That's just how the job works. I mean, I prefer the perception of my president not be like a complete fucking idiot. Like, yeah, Obama's a smoother talker. But I mean, he didn't say any dumb shit really. Clinton did.
Well, yeah, he did dumb shit.
Yeah, Bush before that did. Ronald Reagan was really good at just pretending to be like the sweet old man.
Yeah,
they didn't know what was going on.
But either way, like I'm not gonna fall.
I'd like Jimmy Carter. I'd like another Jimmy Carter. That'd be nice.
He's the only one that wasn't
related. Yeah, exactly. That wasn't a piece of shit scumbag.
He wasn't a reptilian.
Yeah, he was just a real normal person. And that's why it didn't work out.
Yeah.
That's my grandfather had always said that that was his favorite person he ever voted for, and he feels bad that it just didn't work out that way because he's like it's the only guy that was like real.
Yeah, but he just wasn't. He wasn't one of them.
No, exactly, wasn't one of them. Like it's they had the what was it the hostage situation during his presidency, and like literally the day that I think Reagan was sworn in, they released the hostages, which is odd.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, like it went on for like a year or so. People were like, "Oh, but it's because Carter's weak, blah blah blah." And then one day of Reagan, they give him back and they're like, "Yeah, because we need a nice, strong, powerful president who's kind of a fascist."
Can always make a deal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's fun to have like a slightly fascist president every now and then.
Well, it's happening now.
Exactly.
That's the balance of things.
Yeah, it's an oscillation.
Yeah,
it goes from one state to the other.
Yeah,
it has to.
But I wouldn't call any other president prior to Trump like much of a fascist. Like I don't think Reagan was a fascist.
I have a theory.
He was a union buster.
I also have a theory that like people have more sex in America when there's a Democratic president, and like when there's a Republican president, people are just naturally more conservative with sexuality.
Well, yeah, because they're cutting money to things like Planned Parenthood.
Yeah, exactly. And they're making you more responsible
and sex education. Yeah,
they're making you more responsible for your own decisions.
Right.
You know, as opposed to offloading it to the state.
And they're scaring you with religious propaganda to not have sex.
And abortions in certain states. Yeah,
that's why.
And then but it always swings around. And like, because without fail,
it goes
it's
back
like,
and forth.
Yeah.
It's just a balance. Like it's people voted for Trump the first time and the second time because they were sick of.
I mean, I noticed it in Mamdani. Like, I was like, as soon as Mamdani became mayor, I scored a date, and I was like, you know, I had the vibe like that. She just felt good, you know.
Yeah, but if you look at dating apps, like it's very important, at least in New York, who you support for mayor.
Is it?
Well, depending on the type of girl you want.
I guess that makes sense.
And I always like seeing those profiles. Like if you're a Republican, don't even talk to me.
Just swipe left.
Yeah, and then it's like if you're one of those liberal soy boys, don't fucking talk to me.
Swipe left.
Yeah.
If you've been vaxxed,
it says in cat swipe left.
Unvaxxed sperm only.
Yeah, it's both sides.
That's mad funny.
I know somebody who is liberal, but apparently refuses to date liberal men because she thinks they're too soft. So I'm like, okay, it's something.
That's great. At least she's honest.
Yeah, she's honest about it.
I like that.
I mean, I also don't think she knows what she's saying, but
I mean, yeah, she's honest and like retarded.
Yes, that's it.
Sincere, I should say.
Sincerely retarded.
Yeah. But I mean, maybe she really does have the traditional outlook. Yeah, the man has to be conservative, fascist, while it's my job as a woman to balance him out, to be the liberal.
But I think in her mind, yeah, it's not that she needs to balance him out, but she needs someone that'll
protect her.
Protect her, I guess,
Buy a gun and
tell her when she's
guy.
being a fucking crazy person.
And shoot the bad guy.
Or shoot her.
Yeah. Yeah. So it turns out like the gender issues would have been solved a long time ago if we just figured out that men need to be less emotionally impulsive and women just need to be less fucking stupid. If we did that, if we handled both those things, all the gender issues would be solved, no?
Well, there's the two gender issues, unless you're saying...
Well, like the big conflict between the two genders. And I could explain this, and I think it's because, like, you know, women wouldn't even argue that men are physically superior. That's what makes them so dangerous, you know, for women. So it's like...
what makes women dangerous is the fact that they're more emotionally impulsive.
No, that's a stereotype, unfair stereotype. I think realistically, women are forced to be more in control of their emotional responses because, first of all, they're the weaker sex. So if they act out in front of the wrong dude, that dude could just end up fucking murdering her. Whereas dudes, their primary responsibility is to not let that happen. Because as a dude who is the physically superior sex, like if you just fucking, if you're emotionally impulsive, you're gonna end up killing a bitch or yourself, you know? Whereas as a woman, it's like, it's your responsibility to just be less stupid because, you know, you're the weaker sex, so you got to be smarter about shit.
Sure.
And you know, like that's how you survive. So yeah, I think guys just need to be less like children, and women just need to be less like morons. You know, like we could just do that.
We all got our problems.
Yeah,
it's both sides.
Oh yeah, and those are my favorite. Those are my favorite conclusions where like neither side is happy. Because like to me,
that's the sign of a great compromise is when either side is happy.
Well, that rings the most true is when either both sides are happy or both sides are upset.
Yeah, because now you agree. You're on the same.
Yeah.
You're equal.
Yeah, it's like, all right, we'll split her half and half. You get the bottom half, and you get the top half, you know?
I think I'd rather take the top half.
Yeah.
I still got a hole.
Or split it.
There's titties.
You know,
or
split it down the middle. Yeah.
Nah, then no one's going to be satisfied.
Exactly.
Oh. That's awful.
That's the only solution, though.
One titty and then nowhere to put nothing.
That's the only solution that makes sense.
I disagree. You King Solomon.
I mean, realistically, though, you're supposed to be like, all right, I get her for the first half of the week, you get her for the second half of the week. And then one person would be like, but there's 7 days in the week. It's an odd number. So then it's like, all right, so for every other week, we'll alternate the extra day.
As it should be done.
Yeah.
I think everyone would be a lot happier if we only had to, like, if everyone's relationship was only, like, for 3 or 4 days out of a 7-day week.
There's a song about, actually, I know that's more specific. But there's kind of a song about, like, having, like, a 30-day limit for going steady. Popular by Not a Surf.
Okay. So I think it's you can go more than 30 days, but as long as you have breaks in between, because think about it, you can't you long for somebody, you think better, and like you long for somebody when you don't see them all the time. So like any problems you do have are usually erased by after 3 or 4 days.
What's the point of getting married at all then? Is what I'd say. Like, why not just keep things
tax
casual?
purposes?
That's always an excuse. I don't even know if it's that beneficial, to be honest.
Well,
especially if they both make like vastly different salaries.
Well, yeah, but I mean that if you make vastly different salaries,
then you're probably not gonna have that arrangement work out anyway.
Right. And you'd probably want to get something in writing before you get married. But no, I think at this point it's really just like it's it's for the tax benefits and it's for like the insurance benefits too.
Yeah, but that could easily change. Like some weird policy change could easily just make it like less favorable to get married monetary in a monetary sense.
I can't see how it'd be any less favorable for men to get married than it is already. So unless women stop getting the majority of the benefits when they get divorced.
Yeah, men really do benefit way more from staying single.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Shit.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't if a woman wanted me to marry her and was like, why don't you do that for me or whatever? Like, why don't you prove how much you want to be with me by marrying me? It's like, okay, you're done. We're done here. I
am glad that guys are smartening up though. That's like a really good thing because it's not that no one should get married. It's just you should probably think a little hard. You should probably put
think a little bit harder, a little bit longer about it.
You should probably
then,
put more substantial thought into getting married.
and should also go like, am I gonna like this person in 10 years?
Like, could I forgive them if they like divorce raped me and took all my shit? Like,
Yes.
and if the answer is yes, like, because like not everyone would say yes. Like, they would look at their girlfriend in a different context. Like, if I married her and she divorced me and took all my shit, could I forgive her? And if you can't forgive her, then it's like, don't do it, man.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because that's always a possibility.
Yeah. You don't even have to like do anything you don't have to do anything bad or wrong. Just merely falling out of love with somebody could cost you
everything. Yeah.
Everything. Yeah.
And I don't think I would. Like, I don't think I would be against that. Like, I don't think it's. I think I could have it in me to forgive like the woman I married for like fucking me up in divorce. I'd be like, I could forgive that. Depends on the context of the divorce. Really.
I also think like what, it should be there shouldn't be a complete like there shouldn't be alimony depending on the circumstances of the marriage. Like if you like if the man was older and in a better financial situation and married a younger woman without much finance, then then maybe she's entitled to some alimony if they divorce because she didn't have to go into the marriage with anything. But if we both make comparable salaries and get divorced, I am not giving any of my money. That's not right.
Or your miles that you saved from your credit card expenditures traveling. Even though
you know how much I fly and I have no goddamn miles?
Really?
I got like 100,000 miles.
Yeah, but you get rewards.
Not really. When's the last time you flew? You get shit. Well,
no,
actually,
I mean, you get rewards on every credit card expenditure. So if you just buy tickets on your credit card, then
oh yeah,
it'll still kick back eventually.
That's true. I don't have a credit card with rewards, airline rewards at the moment. What you should do is
just get like any purchase rewards.
Yes, I know, but
honestly, the most clutch rewards I've ever gotten was on the business checking credit account.
We get 3% on, or 5% and everything, or like usually it's
5%. That'd be nuts, dude. If I got 5% back,
no, there's a card that does 5%, not on everything though.
That'd be sick, man.
Yeah. I had one that was like revolving. So like one month it's restaurants, another month it's supermarkets. So I have to pay attention to which one I was using it for. I think I forgot one of my cards at the end of the year. I got back like I probably had a $2,000 credit limit. I got back like $300. Pretty sweet. Yeah, that was Discover.
Yeah, I do kind of have. I mean, as a kid, I would have thought like, no way, I don't ever need that much. But then as you get older, you're like, well, if I was like 50, and like, would I really give a shit about putting myself in like $300,000 debt? It's like, by the time I'm expected to pay that off, I'll be dead.
I can't wait till that part when I'm like maybe my mid 70s at least, because I feel like it's because what's the age expectation, like 87, 88, something like that, right? So I feel like around my 70s, mid 70s, that's when I'll crash it all. I'll take out some crazy ass loans and just not pay anything back.
The only thing that matters
put everything in my if I have a wife, put the house, everything in her name.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
yeah. I put all the assets in my partner's,
because otherwise they'll fucking snatch that shit right up.
Oh yeah, exactly. No. I didn't even get a divorce on paper just to protect it.
Yeah, honey, we gotta get a divorce.
Honey, it's that time. We talked about this.
You gotta take my assets.
This is the deal. You take these assets, and I keep buying you shit when I take out a fucking $800,000 loan.
Oh yeah, it's a good deal.
Yep.
And
then as soon as I get it, I declare bankruptcy and I take it all out in cash.
We get that place in Singapore we always talked about with no extradition laws.
See, that's a fucking happy ideal marriage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just hang in there, and I got a scam that'll take care of us.
I think most marriages could be that smart. The only times it gets stupid, it's when there's kids. It's when the kids cut.
That always complicates things. Yeah.
The best laid plans for the marriage always falls apart with the kids.
My grandfather's best friend, this guy named John Fortune, great name. He's well off, got a lot of money, worked for it, and he's married to his wife for like 50 years. And like 2 years ago, he's like, I'm fucking sick of this. He just divorced her.
Yeah.
And like he had to give her like they had like 3-4 their kids are adults, whatever, they're in their 70s. And like he did the math and he's like, yeah, I'll have to give her this much. He's like, fine, it's fucking worth it. It was like he had his lawyer like counted how much it would be. He's like, fine.
Dude,
he's like, that's okay. He's like, I got plenty more. He just couldn't take it. It's just like, dude, it's like at that point, like you gave up.
Yo, the worst reason. It's like my former boss. He had a brother-in-law who he also worked with, married to my former boss's sister. They had kids, as they would do in their culture. and they just split suddenly, and like I tried to like press my boss because I needed information. Since they worked together and they were part of the like company, and he flips out, and then blah blah. So obviously, like in retrospect, it was definitely like kind of a sore spot. So I was like, what could it? Because when I met them, they were perfectly happy. But then like I was like, maybe it was him.
I was saying
like,
he was fucking her. It sounded because he's not the one married to her. He's the brother-in-law. Why would you be that upset about your sister and brother-in-law's divorce? Unless it's his fault. Oh, he definitely.
It's his fault.
Yeah,
like,
knowing him.
As in
yeah.
the brother-in-law was a reasonable, smart guy, and he was like, dude, I can't with your family. You know what I mean? It's like I can't deal with that.
Yeah.
And I would totally. That's what makes a lot of sense to me. It's
That's
like
a good woman. Smart.
No. I think she was.
Oh, all the way around.
Yeah. She was my former boss's sister.
Right. My bad. Yeah.
And the brother-in-law was
a smart fucking guy.
Yeah, he was the one that was like, yo, I can't fucking do this. Like.
That might be the smartest man in the history of the world.
He probably left with nothing too, and he was still like, dude.
Did his sister look good?
She was like a normal,
right.
like normal woman.
Normal lady.
Yeah,
okay.
she was a normal lady.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, because like in our culture, like all the women are kind of like dressed alike.
Oh, Jew.
Yeah.
Okay,
or some kind of Jew.
Yeah.
yeah, and the real Jew, like So I know that's by design, of course, with their culture. So it's whatever.
Yeah, one of my bosses has 2 daughters. One of them works for the company and one doesn't, but I've met the other one. And one daughter looks just like him, which is very unfortunate. But the other one is actually attractive, and she had to marry. I guess her marriage was arranged, so she married a really ugly dude, and I just felt bad for her. It's just like you had a chance. You had a chance to change things, to change the genetics, and just you get mixed back into.
Did you ever see Bruce Willis's daughter?
Yes.
The one who looks just like.
Yes,
him.
I have.
Yeah. I also.
You ever see Brock Lesnar's daughter?
No, it looks just like him.
That's awesome. Which is scary.
That's
like,
awesome.
She's fucking jacked. Same. They're both blondes. The same like just facial structure, the light eyebrows, the hair. Like
she fucks you.
Yes, that woman would fuck me. The Rock's daughter has every bit of his like 5 head.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so sick. You gotta, it's like I bet the actors love it too. They're like, yo, they look just like me.
Yeah, at least it's like so no one will fuck my daughter. Great.
Jesus. Well, it's also like, they're just like, yo, that's my projection. That's my homunculi.
Yeah.
Anyway, with that, I'll get another beer.
That's why. Grab me a beer.
Yeah. All right.
It's your phone. Used to call me on a cell phone. They're singing that song.
That word in it?
Let me see that song. That song.
All right. So do you think your job will ever be taken over by robots?
Nope. Because I mean, it could be, but it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be the same. Because I bring that human element into my job.
It'll be privatized. Oh, I was talking about your new job.
Oh, that. In a very distant future, I think.
Very distant, you think so?
Distant out of the time that I would have to be doing it and working it.
Out of all the cities.
Also, working for a union. Fucking, even if they do replace me, I'm still gonna get paid because union.
Out of all the city jobs, which do you think is going to be the most susceptible to be automated first?
Out of the big 3,
firefighter, cop,
sanitation, I suppose. I don't know. Because you'll need. I don't know.
Firefighter seems pretty clutch. Just significantly less firefighters, just mad swarms of drones that extinguish fires.
Right. So you'd have to have heat-resistant drones. You could also get into buildings to rescue people. It's more than just putting out the fire. It's getting.
Or at the very least, you'd have firefighters going in with robots to get the doors and shit.
The robots would go in first and take any of the backdraft that happens, or probably a lot easier.
Make them friend-shaped.
For sanitation, you'd have to automate the self-driving trucks, which is could be a thing. And then it'd have to be able to scan. Everything would have to be garbage had to be thrown out in a perfect way, to where it could pick it up. Because like there's trucks that pull up dumpsters, like they scoop dumpsters and just dump it in. You just have to line it up. But then like there's just residential trash that it probably wouldn't be able to handle so easily.
I think what will be more likely is like per truck, there's one dude, one robot, and a truck. So like the robot thing comes out and then like does a better job at like picking up the trash cans, dumping it, emptying it out, and you just as the other guy, you just
the other guy, I get to like gain a bunch of weight and pull my pants down a little bit so you see the crack of my ass. You're like, yeah, it's fucking job.
Well, since you got more time on your hands, as you know, on the job, you'll probably be listening to like podcasts to work on yourself, like fitness
They
podcasts.
already do.
You know,
They already do.
So you know, like I think that's at least if you're smart, you know, like if you have one of those jobs that's just to start to get more and more, I guess like you're doing nothing.
Automated,
right?
Yeah. I mean that happens. I mean also a lot of city jobs too. Once you reach a certain stage, that job or age, you're not really doing much anyway, because there's younger people doing your job. Like in the Wire, those two older cops that like don't do anything. There's my uncle like said it too, like watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like
I hate
he's
those
like
pieces.
yeah, he's like those older. He's like there's guys that just fucking sit around. They do nothing. They'll do your paperwork this way. They could get overtime and stuff like that.
They're
but, like,
helping.
yeah.
They're
But they don't. Yeah, but they don't go out fucking solving crimes and shit. They don't have time for that anymore. It's a young man's game.
Now it's gonna be like, oh, it's a robots game. We got these new fucking young, pretty-looking robots patrolling the streets.
You know where they make them robots, right? China.
Wouldn't that be funny though if they made like police robots, like all like sexy ass like looking women?
It's the only thing I'll accept.
It's like, all right, fine. You're gonna force us to be policed by these robots. Then we have one demand: at least make them fucking hot with hot big fat juggies and a big dumpy.
Big fat ass with, and make sure their pants are pulled up just as high as the lady cops. Like right, it's There's one I can't explain. I don't know why. I mean, I could explain it, but there's nothing sexier than like almost every woman cop looks fucking great in that uniform.
I was thinking Reno 911.
Oh god, not those. Not Clementine. She's.
I was thinking Dangle.
Oh, but he's a man.
Yeah.
Oh, with the short shorts. Yeah, I love Dangle.
Yeah, man. I think
sexy robot lady cops. That's sign me up for that.
I mean, yeah, they'll probably end up killing a lot of people, but you know,
you still look fucking good doing it. But yeah, girl, get them.
Actually, it would be awesome if we did have robot cops and they just didn't need guns. You know, so what are you gonna do to them? Like shoot them? Like they're not scared of getting.
I'm gonna be honest. Hot lady cops. I feel immediately disarmed. I get very comfortable, very relaxed.
Yeah,
because I don't really treat them like cops.
And since they're robots, I'm saying it's like even if a real criminal who pulls a Glock out on a robot, like they're gonna shoot them, and it's like at least it's not, you know, you'll lose that whole like terrible mythology of like every time I go out in those streets, I don't know if I'm gonna see my children again.
Which makes the human cops are left more easygoing, laid back.
I guess so. Until like that one rare instance where they got to deal with some real shit. And they're like, God damn it, this is like real police work. I shouldn't have to do this.
Oh man, I haven't done real police work since the academy.
Yeah, it's like I remember your training. It's like they didn't train for this.
It's like in you ever see Demolition Man?
Yeah. Oh wait, no, I was thinking Running Man. Sorry.
Oh, also good. No, Demolition Man's really really good. It's with Sylvester Stallone. He's like an action hero cop in like the 90s in LA, and I forget why, for whatever reason they tragically freeze him, and he comes whatever, and they unfreeze him to catch Wesley Snipes, who some reason they also froze Wesley Snipes, who was a big criminal in the 90s. They froze him and then unfreeze him like 30 years later in the future.
You just needed him for something.
No, it's a part of a whole. The movie is like the mayor of LA wants to, because like they went like full like fascist, like no one can like there's no violence, there's no guns
this
anymore.
This is what we should have watched over dinner.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking of Demolition Man.
I'll watch it.
Oh, it's really good. I love it.
I'll watch it.
And like it's whatever. I was gonna say like the cops they're not cops anymore, and they can't stop Wesley Snipes because they never dealt with a real criminal before, so they had to unfreeze Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, who's a real cop?
Who was a real cop? Yeah.
Why did they freeze him in the first place?
I don't know.
Was he like sick or something?
No, it didn't really make a lot of sense because he's upset that like his family's like gone. He hasn't seen his family in like whatever time's passed. Like, dude, you went into that knowing that would happen, unless you asked them like to unfreeze me in a few years. But yeah, it's just like it's a weird premise, but it's a fucking great movie.
Sylvester Stallone is fucking stupid,
and he really fits that character. Because they're all like his future, they're all more. All the cops are more educated. No one curses anymore. He curses all the fucking time. and he's shoot first, ask questions later. Like it's when it makes sense to have that over the top action hero cop.
Yeah. And then seeing like Wesley Snipes like crime it up in the future.
Yeah, because like he's like people don't stop him because they don't know how to. People don't realize he's lying to them because you don't do that anymore.
Oh, yes,
and he's
sir.
like this shit's fucking easy.
He's like, hey, let me hold down that bag of money. I'm gonna help you bring it.
Like,
oh, thank you.
That literally happens. I think he goes to because he tries to get a gun. Like there's no more guns. And he asks somebody, where can I get it? He's like, where can I see guns? They're like, oh, there's the history museum. So he goes to the museum and he breaks through the glass. The guy's like, hey, sir, you don't want to be doing that. For some reason, the guns are loaded. Like they have ammunition with them. And
that's pretty funny.
That's a good movie.
I don't remember even, but with the Running Man, I don't remember seeing the old one, but I saw the new one.
Gross.
I did see the old one before. I was like way too little though. But with the new one, it was Arnold, right?
Yeah, the 80s one, yeah.
Arnold. Another movie that was more my era, I think, was Rollerball.
Yeah, Rollerball was also a remake.
Yeah, but it was like a really like early remake though. I think.
What sense? What do you mean? Like
Rollerball came out in like what, like 9/11 times. Like
it came out in 2001, but the original one came out in like the 70s. The original one's like way better. It's actually really like horrifying.
Yeah.
The idea that like they're playing this sport where like they want to retire this guy but he doesn't want to, so like they're actively trying to kill him like in the game.
Yeah, he's like,
but it's very silly to see James Caan like on roller skates going like in a bowl with like this spiky ball in his hand and that's how they're
die.
Yeah, but it works. It's cool.
Rollerball.
Like you have to download Demolition Man for next time.
Yeah, I will. I mean, so how do you feel about you still agree that generally like sci-fi doesn't predict the future, but kind of, well, I guess you could say predict it, but more like is a good facsimile of like what is usually most likely or probabilistic to pan out as as far as technology goes usually.
Yeah, but I think that like, but I mean it does because it's not hard to think about like if you want to about the future, like what drives technology, finding ways to make people's everyday lives easier. So I think it's not hard to imagine those things. Like and like they don't always get them right. Like they don't
always get it right.
Yeah, like in the Star Trek Next Generation, like people are like, oh, they came up with tablets. It's like yeah, but like literally one like they're just constantly one tablet's only good to be written on once. Like there's I remember there's like a scene where they're like there's like a stack of tablets. It's like it's ridiculous to read my report like on this one and throw it away and then get another one that's so wasteful.
Moby Dick for one tablet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a pretty funny detail that is probably not accurate.
One of my favorite gifts is Jordan got me a Star Trek comm badge that has Bluetooth on it, so I could take phone calls like that.
Oh god.
Oh, I loved it. I don't use it in public, but
you should. I mean, if you got it, you might as well rock it. Let your freak flag fly. Gotta. But all right. So another thing to consider
like Picard to enter room. Like, what are you saying? Nothing. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
I mean, as far as technology gets better, the science fiction, like it's like a hydra, it just spreads more and more heads, like
yeah.
Once you introduce more complex ideas and eventually like a wellspring of multiple offshoots of that idea eventually spring out. A good recent example, someone recently said this to me and I thought it was like a really good point. I asked them, I was like, do you think like children are getting like stupider or smarter? And he said smarter. And I was like, like some people would scoff, but then I was curious. I was like, what makes you say that? It's like, well, like kids nowadays, like they go and watch Marvel movies and they're thinking about like parallel universes or the multiverse.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like back then I was just thinking about like retarded shit.
Yeah, like things were a little bit simpler. You couldn't like, it's hard to like, to grasp big concepts.
Yeah.
And also that's how like, I mean, media also portrayed things to us. Like they didn't like, people wouldn't make things that made you have to think if they wanted to like sell it on a mass scale.
But I guess it does mean like people are getting smarter. If even our entertainment is like mass entertainment, which appeals to children, is like referring to like multiverses and shit.
Yeah, because it's and like I would agree with that. They're getting smarter in that aspect. It's also like this information age, so like they're also more curious than people used to be, and like can and have the ability to just go deep dive into anything they want. But they are like not they're getting it's like more book smart but less common sense because
I mean,
they don't. I feel like they don't think about things that.
But then, what dictates common sense as far as our cultural, socio-economic like exchanges occur? It's
Well, the more you rely on technology, the less you also like consider like that thing at all. Like if something's taken care of for you, like why would you even bother to learn how to do it?
I don't mean not just technology, but culturally.
Oh, okay.
Because usually culture is usually determined by the media. It's like for a while, like ever since we had broadcast technology, like people would talk to each other. Hey, did you catch that newsreel? You know, or hey, did you catch that picture? Or did you catch that broadcast, that news broadcast? That was just what they talked about, and that's what dictated their reality. As soon as the technology came out to be able to broadcast any kind of media, immediately, like that's the main thing that people connected on, which made sense because it was such a faster form of communication than like traditional forms of cultural exchange. It's like what you have to trade like a fucking piece of wool for like pottery to travel across the land for people to even get the pottery of your culture. You know, like
Now I just order on Etsy.
Exactly. But or now
That
it's
the girl that lives in the apartment next door to me makes it in her spare time.
more like if like let's say like a person from China came to Philly and was trying to like connect with this black guy. What do you think they're going to talk about or try to connect over? They're probably going to talk about like hip hop or a Marvel movie or some shit. It's like, oh, well, there's like Captain America. It's like, oh yeah, I know Captain America. Yeah.
The world, like it's made the world like a lot smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what people connect by usually with cultural exchanges like that.
Just think about it. Back then, even when we were kids, like little kids.
That's how I made a lot of friends. Was usually talking about like cartoons and shit.
Oh yeah. Games. But also like it's like TV when we were kids, like there was only like the what, like if you didn't have cable, there was like what, like the 8 like network channels or whatever, the 5 whatever it is, and then every other channel was local only to us. So like there's things that we wouldn't, that like if you lived in a different state, like we lived in 2 different worlds completely. Like we wouldn't know the same things, we wouldn't see the same things on TV, the same media, because we're in different markets.
No, that's totally true. And another factor was back then, I don't think the human brain was fully adapted to taking in massive amounts of fictional lore of a universe that didn't really exist. Because like, you know, as a little kid, right? I distinctly remember meeting like certain classmates or whatever, like, and then like we would just talk and meet and hi, what's your name, blah blah blah, and suddenly they're going on for 4 hours throughout the whole school day about like Diablo 2 or some shit, and I'm like,
that would have been me if you'd let me.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I'm like, yo, it's like I don't think that was normal like before our age. You know, I don't think that was normal before.
I mean, I disagree. They were probably at that point. They're probably talking about books.
Oh, you're right. Like Lord of the Rings or some shit.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think
that and beating up the gay kid.
But there was also like there was a less barrier to entry to get that much dense lore like shoved into your brain. But like you have to read a whole book usually. To get that takes a lot more time.
We could. I don't know if we could absorb more, but it's the way it's absorbed that makes it easier to digest. I think in our brains. Like I don't think you could, like if you couldn't read, if Diablo 2 is just in that lore was just in a series of like novels, I don't think there'd be that many kids that would sit around and like read the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, but it's
and be able to so but because the game, it's engaging me, like I'm using my eyes, my ears, my hands or whatever, you're completely engaged in it. It's stimulating you in different ways.
Yeah. And each piece of item comes with lore and all that shit, and it's like it's insane.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even just something as because Diablo.
Like 2. I could, and like for me, it's when something. It's easier for me to learn things if like auditorily, like rather than reading something. I remember something better if I hear it, and then I write it down or see it again later. Usually that's.
Yeah. With like lore. I mean, now I just like watching a YouTube video about something.
Yeah. But there's nothing wrong with that. I love like sometimes like, you know what, I am interested in late medieval England economics. See, I sat here and just kept tapping the can. You forgot.
Wrong can.
No, I took this out. I knew that would happen, so I just kept doing the tappy thingy. See, my first rodeo. Just not to me. I'm special. This wouldn't happen to me.
No, I didn't think it was gonna happen.
Dude, I fucking no. When it happened to me, I lost like 30% of the fucking beer.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was a lot. What a crime.
Criminy.
Crime.
Fuck. Well, it sucks, but we live in a new era. where media gets flooded into your brain. I mean, why does any piece of media really matter? And I guess it's because it makes us feel things, right?
Yeah, gives you a connection to something. I don't know. It's hard to determine what gauges people's interests. Like I know what I'm interested in, and the things.
Also movies in particular, like the media film. There's a whole like huge visual element to it. So, as a little kid, you might not have a great vocabulary. Reading through like explicit novel, but
You'll have an interesting vocabulary reading a lot of motherfucker. Never mind.
But I mean, as a little kid, regardless of like your reading level, you could watch like a movie with some explicit sex scene, and that's gonna like really download into your brain a lot faster.
Yes, it will. I can attest to this.
Right? You'll be like staring at it, like, whoa, what are those?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah. I remember.
Like, what are they doing?
Yeah. So I remember like there's movies I watched like with like parents in the room, whatever. It's just like years later, I'm like, why'd you show me this? Because like, didn't you really like? Did you remember that this shit comes up?
I think the worst movie for me in that situation was watching Boys Don't Cry with my aunt. I stayed over my uncle and my aunt's house one time, and it was over the weekend, and I woke up early, come downstairs, my aunt was watching Boys Don't Cry on DVD. I was like, what are you watching? She just goes, Boys Don't Cry. It's like, all right. So I sit on the couch and watch it with her, and I'm just like, by the end of the movie, I was just like horrified.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I was like, what the fuck? I never saw Hilary Swank the same ever again.
Neither have I remember once. It's not the same, but like I was like, must have been like 11, maybe 12, and I was in trouble for something. So naturally, when I'm in trouble, no TV, no games. So I'd be very bored. So the way I would like ease my way back into things was like I'd go and like hang out with my mom in the same room she's in, and she had the TV on, and like I start in the corner of the room behind her. I get closer and closer until I'm on the couch. Then I'm getting closer to her on the couch until I get the remote and change it. But yeah, one time I got into that, and she was just watching this movie, and I'm like, oh, like she's not saying anything. I guess I'll sit here and watch this. It was Jane Silent Bob Strikes Back. I don't know why my mom was watching it. But I learned a lot of new words that day.
Damn. I think I thought about it, and I was like, I think I would let my kids watch like mature rated stuff.
I think you know when they can handle it for the most part. Like,
think so?
Yeah, like I was exposed to like wrestling at a young age, and I feel like if my dad thought that I was an idiot and thought like I could do those things to people and it wouldn't hurt, like he wouldn't probably let me watch it.
I'm trying to think of what movies I was like exposed to at a way too young age. There was Die Hard.
South Park, Jackie Chan movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I woke up at like 1 a.m. that day, like on my couch with like an empty pizza box. I was like, what happened?
Oh, what day?
Sunday.
Oh, you mean after we got back from... Okay. So you ordered a pizza and you got blackout and you didn't remember ordering...
No, you remember I picked that pizza up. I gave you 2 slices to take home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's right. We did get fucked up that day. Snuck up on me.
Well, when you're drinking all day, that's what'll happen. Well, those beers we had were like 9%. They were 9%. Yeah, we had like three each.
I didn't realize I was getting that drunk. But then again, I guess like I don't know. It didn't feel like I got, because the next day I didn't really feel it that bad, you know?
No, I didn't feel hungover or anything. I was just like, wow, I got very drunk.
Probably because we ate so much that fucking whole day. We had like...
Oh, that's good meals.
We had...
Now we were moving around, we were active, we were doing stuff, chatting.
You had the sausage gravy over biscuits.
With an egg.
I had a cordon bleu
burger. Bleu.
I had a cordon bleu. Bleu.
Got it with the bleu.
I had a cordon bleu burger. Fucking delicious. Were you a fan of the food out there? Well, we only went to like 2 places.
No, that place Farmhouse that I ate at, we had dinner at. I ate there before when I saw her there. Like that place is great. But it's called Farmhouse because everything is like farm to table. It's locally sourced.
It's actually interesting. If I lived out there, and everyone's different. Like They live out there. They wanted to find our friends Danielle and her fiance. They went out there. Andy. Well, he's also our friend too at this point. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
So they both went out there, and they they live out there, and they probably found the places like the hotel or farmhouse, and then they decided like that was their spots. Like they liked.
Yeah.
If it was me, I would be like, I have to go to every single place in like a certain
How
mile
many
radius.
places could there be like from where they are? And that place farmhouse is really good.
Well, farmhouse is in the town,
And they
right?
changed the menu. I think often.
That place was in the town.
It was in a town. Yeah.
town.
Don't know the name of that town.
But
It was in town.
It was a town.
Like Great Kills Town.
It was a real town. yeah, it was a town. What was that whole dispute you had?
It was so stupid because Anthony calls that part of Great Kills where the train station is and all those stores are, calls it Great Kills Town.
Yeah.
Which I've actually heard Mike say before, and I'm like, what kind of hillbilly shit are you saying?
But that's
So that's what my mom calls it.
I called it.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, good in town. You live in a borough. Like, there's no towns. You live in one county. You live in there's neighborhoods.
Maybe back in the Vanderbilt area, Great Kills Town was.
Oh, sure, yeah, back then, yeah, because that was the town. That's probably all there was.
But then it got all torn down for big like parking lots. You know.
No.
As
Great
it
Kills,
should-
but
as it
everything,
should be.
but everything near a train station is town. Great Kills Town, Annandale Town, Huguenot Town.
Great Kills has everything. They got their shady loan sharks right across this, right behind sharing the lot with the rub and tug, and then there's the shady deli that sells to minors. There's the
Greatest dive bar in the face of the earth.
greatest dive bar in the face of the earth. There's also a really good Spanish restaurant out there.
Oh yeah, La Guana Azul.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
There used to be 2 good local pizzerias. Now there's like, I don't know if they're.
Oh,
really,
just known as good.
yeah,
Because Village Maria is really pronto.
yeah,
Village Maria used to be like a really old, like neighborhood pizzeria.
yeah. It used to be run by our friend's family, David Cordero, at one point.
That's right.
We would go out there, not get free pizza, but we would just hang out there without getting kicked out.
So what's the
which
point?
is-
Yeah.
We would hang out there without getting kicked out. And he was a drummer in a metal band, so that was cool.
What's that guy doing? I wonder.
It was actually mad funny when he was like, she would explain to me, it's like, yeah, he would just go to the supermarket and buy like a fish and some rice and beans, and he would cook like his lunch there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Just like the good old days.
Yeah. But honestly, like for them, I could imagine like they thought this is going to be such a good family investment. We'll buy a pizzeria in Staten Island, and it
Cash only business.
and it sucks. Yeah, it was a fucking cash only pizzeria.
I don't think it sucked.
What?
What? You'd suck?
No, their pizza was great. I'm just saying it sucks running a business. It fucking sucks trying to
Oh, it's tough. Yeah.
especially if there's just one other pizzeria in the neighborhood. You're like, fuck.
I mean, they were like in that little area. They were the only one there for a long time.
Yeah, it's
Notice-
also, I mean,
notice is only-
it was great when you're catching a train. You're in that area for whatever reason.
Yeah, and that building is like pretty like that. That actual spot, that corner is like very iconic. That's why when Pronto bought it, they didn't change the name.
They just kept it as Village.
They kept it Village Marina. It's Pronto, but it still says Village Marina outside. But yeah, it's Pronto. I could tell because they put peas in their vodka sauce.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those
They do that?
fucking Albanians. Yeah,
Pronto?
I joke.
Pronto is Staten Island exclusive or no?
No, they're
Pronto.
they're a chain. I don't know where they started, but all I know is they put peas in their vodka sauce, which isn't a big deal. I actually like their vodka sauce, but
I mean,
that's how I know.
Pronto is fine, but there ain't no Little Caesars.
There used to be a Little Caesars on Richmond Road, across the street from the Berry Poems.
Oh shit, I remember.
Yeah.
How do you remember that? You ever went there?
I used to work there. No, I not in Little Caesars. To work in the Berry Homes.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Yeah, not in Little Caesars. There's no working Little Caesars. Everything's frozen.
David Sarnes took me there, and he was like,
Ugh.
"No, I mean, because the thing was like it was like $2 for a whole pie or some shit."
Oh, that's right. It was really cheap.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
He's
That's
like,
right.
yeah, dude, $2 hot
yeah.
and ready, bro.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
"What?"
hot.
First of all, he just said we gotta go to Little Caesar. I'm like, why?
We gotta go to Little Caesars.
And I was like, I never heard of the place. He's like, yo, they have the cheapest pizza. I was like, okay. So he goes there. He's like, yeah, like $2 hot and ready or some shit.
Actually, I remember there's a Chinese place like next to it or something in that plaza. I didn't know that the chicken wings in Chinese restaurants are so fucking good until I started working
Oh yeah.
in the Berry Homes.
Oh,
So
yeah.
my coworkers that's what they would get. I'm like, you got chicken wings at a Chinese restaurant? They're like, yeah.
Yeah, it almost made me want to just
Extra
be like,
greasy.
yo, don't chop it up. Just dump the whole fucking thing.
Oh, give me the
Like,
whole wing. Yeah, yeah.
And just give me the fucking chicken, bro.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't know. I mean, you don't have to time it. I'll time it.
Oh, I'm gonna time it anyway.
All right. I was gonna say like you don't have to fucking dump the whole. You don't have to dump the whole fucking.
Just dumping the whole bird.
Yeah, just dump in the whole bird. Cause like I remember, I used to go psycho, and I used to just be like, I want to buy a whole rotisserie chicken from a supermarket. You ever do that?
Yeah, I used to. So like Sam's Club has like 5 pound fucking rotisserie chickens for $5.
Yeah. Oh, because
It's a crazy meal.
I think I was just out and about, and I was like, I had to fucking.
I've once watched someone finish an entire chicken, which I think is crazy.
Yeah, I did that. I did that. Like,
Oh, that's what you. That's insane. Yeah.
really?
How big was the
I
chicken?
mean, it was like just like,
Oh, it's all right. It's
You know-
like it's like a 2 pound chicken.
Yeah, you know,
That's different. Yeah.
You just go to the supermarket, you get one of those like pre-cooked rotisserie.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
fucking. It's a great meal.
Yeah,
no
yeah.
bullshit in it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Very clean.
So I ate that and I was like, this is awesome. Like, why don't I do this more often? And the only reason why I did it that day is because like I was in such a time crunch, and then the only thing around me was just a supermarket. I was like, what's the most tolerable thing I could eat right now?
Just free chicken.
Just a whole chicken.
Yeah, because I know supermarkets do like prepackaged meals, and like most of them look like crap. So if I want something hot, I'd probably get
Rotisserie
chicken. Yeah.
Yeah. Or otherwise, you're just gonna get a big old plate of mac and cheese.
Ugh. Yeah.
Supermarket
Nice.
mac and cheese.
Yeah, nice and watery.
Well, I mean, if you go to like certain supermarkets, like Key Foods or some shit, they got like a nice delicatessen section.
Oh yeah, well, different. They're better now. They used to be too, but yeah, different markets, different stuff.
Yeah. I mean, ShopRite though. ShopRite is
Oh,
definitely.
they're high quality stuff. I love ShopRite.
ShopRite.
Every fucking hipster's like, oh, you should go to Trader Joe's, and I'm like, you can fuck yourself.
Yeah, go to
Trader Joe's is
ShopRite.
fucking Trader Joe's is fucking packed, always overpacked. It's a tiny parking lot,
I don't like
and
their
everything
business.
costs. It's a little annoying to me. I don't like the meat there, and like fish costs a little bit more, and also isn't like chopped and made on site. It's shipped in from somewhere else. So how is that? How is that part of your hipster bullshit? It's being, I don't know where it's being processed. At least when I go to ShopRite, I can talk to the butcher or talk to the fishmonger. Me and the guy, when I buy salmon, we talk all the time.
You're really paying for.
He's like, skin on, right? I'm like, hell yeah.
You're paying for the packaging.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the one thing I can say about Trader Joe's is I've always liked the people who work there.
Oh sure, yeah. All the
They're
people,
always-
yeah, people who work there are fine.
Yeah, they're nice and friendly, and like they're chill.
Dude, I went to. You ever been to Aldi?
Yeah.
So I went to. I was in a rush. I haven't actually shopped there, but I was in a rush, and it was in the same shopping plaza I was in, and it was like late. I think it was like they were closing in like an hour or something like that. So I just ran in. Their shelves were like empty because like fucking savages just, I guess, just shop and take everything. Like it's literally there was scraps of stuff, and I'm like, holy shit.
I mean, that's probably.
I went in there to get like butter. Like,
That's
there was-
probably the second worst problem to have is like a retail location, like next to like not selling anything. So it's like the second worst problem.
Well,
It's
no,
like
I think they sold everything, but yeah, it's also their stores are smaller, and they don't. I don't think they buy as much bulk, so they can run out.
yeah, that's
And
the
also,
worst.
you don't want to look in like, because historically, like not historically, but supermarkets, you don't, or any businesses, if you have shelves, you have things on the shelves, you don't want empty shelves.
Oh yeah.
You purposely stack things behind each other, so when something's been taken, you pull the next thing up to the front.
It's actually really funny when you could actually you go to the same store so often that you can clock like when their shit is, because for example, like I'll go to the same 7-Eleven and I'll get like the same brand of protein bar, like the Metarex or whatever. Even I don't care if there's bugs in it. Like it's good. They're filling.
There's
in
bugs
whatever.
in any processed food or wheat.
So like I'll buy it and then I'll notice like as they run out, I'm like, geez, when do they fucking refill? And then like for like two weeks or whatever, like when I'm forced to buy the shittier flavor, because they wouldn't stock up, and just when I think it's like, oh, things are looking bad, and suddenly they stock up again. Like stores will really stretch shit out, like
Oh yeah, sure.
before they have to because you can't just restock one thing usually.
Well, because that's not this stuff it's economically feasible. It's just like like someone, they can't call me. Or
Just
so
need
can't call-
stickers. I need
yeah.
stickers.
Just say, man, can I get stickers? No, but you fucking can't.
I mean,
That's why guys are like, yeah, I just need this. I'm like, you don't need anything else? No, I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, you have everything else. You're missing one thing.
yes,
You can't think of anything that you might need.
I think he's just being nice and he wants to keep the connection. He's like, oh, get some Colgate. We don't want to lose that.
No, it's because I have a good price on that one thing.
Let me get that Colgate.
Yeah, no, it's just the Colgate right now. I'm like, just the Colgate? Yeah. I'm like, what? No, what? You got all your Fabuloso? Yeah, I got all your Fabuloso. What would you pay for it? You're like, I just bought it. Would you pay?
You got all your
Like, I don't know. You just bought it. You know what it costs? Then I'll just start going through like naming
Pringles.
things.
I know you need Pringles and that new cheddar flavor.
I will keep going till you at least say yes to one thing. But a lot of times too, it's all I have to do. and then they'll like look at that shelf and be like, oh shit, you know what? All right, yeah, let me take some of this too. That's it.
It's literally
it's like no, you think you know what you need. I know what you need. Get out there and look.
Or it's like let's say it's the old days and fucking you had to go to a place like Costco to restock the shelves at your local.
No, small grocery stores do. I mean, like delis and discount stores. Some of them do that. There's some things that are feasible for them to buy because there's companies too that survive that way. There's a company called Kinray that a lot of pharmacies use for everything that's not medication. Because Kinray you can call me like, hey, I need 3 bottles of lemon Snapple,
And
they'll bring you 3 bottles of lemon Snapple. It'll cost you like $3 each, but like they'll bring you 3 fucking bottles of Snapple,
and you'll break even on it when you sell it.
Yeah, just to keep it on the shelf, because that's also sometimes a concern. Like, just you want shelves full, because then because trust me, when you run out of something, people will ask you nonstop,
when are you getting more Snapples?
Yeah. You never have any Snapple. It's like, yes, I do. It's just that you happen to call me when I don't have it. I sell 3,000 things. Sometimes I don't have stuff.
Yo, business fucking sucks, man. To make an honest buck is like, it's a sucker's game because too many people are doing it.
Hey, someone's getting fucked.
Fuck, man.
You gotta fuck somebody.
If I had
It's fun though.
The only way to make an honest buck though is to just be it's to just serve poor people, like be a laundromat or some shit.
Absolutely. But even like to be a small neighborhood place, that's where you make an honest buck. I mean, and also like if you're content with, and everyone should be content with just making a nice living for themselves and not trying to make money off of everybody like hand over fist, we'd all be a lot happier. Things would be a lot easier.
Well, I think another thing is a lot of people are confused about what determines value. Like people think
demand.
Yeah. People think like what, the work you put in makes something valuable, but that's not true. It's the demand.
Yeah, just ask those little Chinese kids and making iPhones.
Yeah, or like
actually that's why they're so expensive.
Yeah, because of demand. Or it's like, for example, like people could put their heart and soul into like making a painting a week. And it's like they're one of a kind piece and they're beautiful and they took a lot of training. Meanwhile, you got this chick on OnlyFans who's just like flashing her, coochie, and she's making like 2x, 3x as much. And it's because coochie's more in demand. Like
coochie is more in demand.
Like a man would rather stare at a coochie for longer than a fucking painting for some reason.
Yeah, but I want to know it's mine. I need you to, like, she's got to write like my name on it or something. Because I don't want the same picture everyone else is getting. I'll even come up with a fake name.
Yo, at Danielle's antique shop in Pennsylvania, the Playboy magazines she had.
That was cool.
Those are awesome. The centerfolds are so good.
I remember this one that used to work for my grandfather's flower shop. She lived across the street, and her husband had died. And I was at the store, so my grandfather was like, this is like a few days later, but I was at the store and I was there because it was after school and I wasn't working because God forbid in my grandfather's store I'm not working. And he's like, do me a favor, go to Amy's house across the street, help her clean out some stuff from her husband's stuff from like her attic or whatever. So I did, and I was like 10, and like her husband had kept like Playboys from like the 60s.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was. I was in the room by myself for a little while. I was like, what? I had never seen a Playboy at that point. And then secondly, like they were like ancient Playboys.
Very hairy.
Yeah, it was. I'm like, isn't that what naked ladies look like as far as I know?
What's the point if you can't get a face full of bush?
I was like, why are they all white?
That's what a real woman looks like back then.
Yeah. It's skinny, no ass, no tits, blonde, pale. Not pale. Pale's nicer.
Yeah. No,
I was like, no, I want to go see the Dominican lady that works at the store. I like her.
You'll always see the best ones at like in the posters in the calendars that your barber or your mechanic would hang up.
They also had, I remember like there was they had him that type of calendar he kept in the store that they would have to I remember there was one month in particular that was bad. They had to like cover it when I was there.
I remember I went to my dad had a mechanic friend, and he would spend so much time there and I would just be mad bored. So I was in the office and I looked at the calendar, and he just comes in like smoking a cigar. He's like,
"You like that kid?"
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
Good.
That's exactly what he goes. You like that?
Yeah.
I just didn't say anything. I was like,
"You like that? Good. Don't look at it again." Just checking.
It's just so funny because like I was like, as a kid, I was like, why do you just have this hanging here? It was just so funny.
Yeah, like My dad knew I like had a crush on the girl that lived across the street when I was in like kindergarten. So I think he was like, all right, I'm not worried now. Everything will be fine.
Yeah, everything would be fine. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I was never salaciously into girls, like to a lecherous degree. But
Oh yeah, not like I'm foaming at the mouth. Which is like, yeah, I like that.
I like to be bashful.
Yeah, I also like to. I don't have to announce to everybody that I am indeed a heterosexual man, and that there's a fine lady over here walking by.
Yeah, for sure.
Bro, did you see her? It's like, yeah, I saw her. She was so hot. It's like, yes, she was. Moving on. Like, do you know her? No. All right, so let's move on. Who cares?
Yeah, no, I'm clearly not in the right mindset if I'm like trying to find a wifey or something. Like, I'm definitely not there.
That shouldn't be your priority.
I mean, so it can be. Like, if you're a guy in your 30s, I think it's perfectly natural to like if you're a guy and you're not doing what I'm doing, which is like trying to actively find a wife. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I don't think so either.
So if anything, that's probably ideal. I
Makes
got I got a lot of other shit to do right now. Maybe that'll change. I'm open to change. It's just
I'm gonna wait till my health insurance gets back in.
I also understand for some guys like that could be their whole passion. Like, I just want to be a dad. I just want to.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
And as long as that's what you're both upfront about.
I don't know. I mean, women generally they want it more than guys. I think to like be a mom or whatever.
Well, yeah, there's all that financial stability.
Well, there's that, and also it's like it feels.
It's also I think more. Women definitely feel that whole like biological clock thing and that desire to, because also for them like it stops at one point. They just can't. It's no longer up to them. Whereas like you get pieces of shit like Robert De Niro knocking up his wife at the age of like 85.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's pretty impressive.
I mean, I'm impressed. I guess I don't know.
That kid might be fucked up.
Oh, that kid's gonna be fucked up because his dad's gonna be dead in like 8 years.
Or degraded sperm or something.
Yeah. I wonder. No, that's not really a thing.
Oh yeah, they stay virile up until the very end.
Yeah, it's great. It's like I don't like my eggs. I don't have eggs. They're not gonna dry up. I could be in my 50s and knock up a 20 or something year old. Not that I would. It's would be kind of weird. Then again,
How do you feel about age gap differences like that? Like 60-year-old dudes dating 20-year-olds. You think it's greedy?
I don't know. It's not greedy because
like imagine if someone took some guy, 60-year-old rich guy, took your 20-year-old daughter. Like, wouldn't you feel kind of sick?
I don't know because I wouldn't have to worry about paying for anything for her anymore.
But still,
no, I think it'd be suspicious to me because it's because when there's that big of a gap, someone's taking advantage of somebody else.
It would not be suspicious to me because to me the intentions would be perfectly crystal clear.
Well, it
You're
depends
just
if
an
my
old
daughter's
guy that wants a young girl.
But it depends if my daughter's an idiot or not. If she, or like I'm just saying, like when there's that much of an age gap, someone's taking advantage of someone else.
What if the guy's like a millionaire?
Then good for her. It's my daughter. Good for her. Then I'll ask her for some money when he dies. Not just a millionaire. That's gonna cut it. You have to capital gains.
I mean, as long as she's happy, but I don't know. I feel like there's something.
Fuck her. As long as I'm happy.
There's something that I feel like it could seriously damage you as a 20-year-old young woman who like.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's too much of a gap. Like a 30-year-old woman and a 6-year-old man, or a 30-year-old woman and a 7-year-old man. Like that. I mean, that's fine. Like.
Yeah, you think the 20s is the sacred like.
It's not sacred. It's just like you're really not fully developed. You're not really an adult yet.
Until you're 25 years old.
Something like that.
That's when your brain fully develops, supposedly, allegedly.
Right. So yeah, I feel like that's until that happens, it's a little inappropriate. Like I don't think I would date a woman that was less than I don't think less than 26.
Yeah, I mean,
so, yeah. I think it's that bad, but also I don't think I'd want to be in a relationship with a woman that super young anyway, because
I think the richer you are, the more dangerous older people are to date.
Wait, what? The richer who is that older? What?
The richer you are, the richer you are, like if you date someone your age, chances are they're gonna be smarter and they're gonna be more likely to take advantage of you. Meanwhile, it's like, you're a lot safer taking advantage of like some 25-year-old.
Oh no, I agree. I'd be in the power position. It's safer for me, sure, yes.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about my non-existent daughter. You son of a bitch. I mean, it's better to have more experience because then you are in control.
Yeah, that's why.
But therein lies someone taking advantage of somebody.
There's also like the legally. It's like, oh well, she's an adult.
Yeah,
I mean, it also goes off the rails. Like there was that one fucked up case where this guy ended up connecting with his 18-year-old daughter, and they ended up dating or whatever.
Well, I don't like that.
Yeah. Like they spent their whole lives. Well, they spent her whole life like separated essentially. Then they reconnected when she was 18, and he had another family and everything. And then they spent time together. And they started hooking up, and then he started dating her, and he got her pregnant, and he killed her. And then he killed himself, and then
Oh well, it's a wash, I guess.
it was pretty much. But it was it was just tragic.
Because he already fucked her up. So to just kill himself would just fuck the kid up. It's a wash.
No, I think he killed his pregnant daughter.
Oh, no, I was saying he killed her. Yeah, I'm saying
and he killed himself.
Right? Yeah, as killing himself is key, but I just feel like he already fucked her up by impregnating her at that age, and then that would lead to that kid being fucked up one day.
Yeah.
So I'm saying killing her kind of washes the whole.
Yeah, pretty much.
There was my senior year of high school. Our math teacher had like the surgery, so we had a replacement the last like 2 months. But senior year math was a joke anyway. And the replacement, the guy was like 25 or something like that, and he's jack good looking guy. And he like started flirting with this one girl in the class, and didn't like everyone knew what was going on. But as soon as she turned 18, literally as soon as she turned 18, like they were
married.
like no, they were like publicly dating. Oh no, they didn't last. She turned 19, and he was like, "Nah, I need another one."
Too old for me.
Yeah, she learned a valuable lesson.
Damn. Yeah, the high school thing. I mean, it's if you're gonna predate on young girls at a school, go for college.
Seriously, that's just too easy. Also, it's just like, and also to be good looking too. Like, what you can do better.
Yeah, like go to college, man.
Should be way more interesting.
Be a personal trainer.
Should be way more fucking. She'll have way more experience sexually. Like, what are you taking advantage of teenagers for?
How old was this dude?
Couldn't be older than 25.
All right, yeah,
yeah, it's still and he had a degree in teaching, so he went to college. Fuck college girls already, and was like, nah, I need someone lower. Oh, this bitch always asking me questions.
That's like quite a romance, though. It's like he's like the teacher, and they must have both fantasized about this shit.
Oh yeah. You could see it happen. It's just like, yeah, that's totally what it was. It's like this isn't romantic. It's it's creepy.
He's like,
and she's like, we'll be together forever because she was 17, and he's like, you're like the fifth girl I've done this to.
He's like, hey, generic girl's name, and she's like, hey, Mr. Italian guy's name.
I think he was Italian, but also I guess it's because he knew because he was just a sub for like the last 2 months, so I guess he knew he wasn't coming. I don't think he came back because we did because there was like end of the year evaluations, and I even wrote him like, yeah, this guy's a creep. I did say that, like, I was like, he wasn't a good teacher, and he was like flirting with girls in the class. I know other people.
Honestly,
I know other students.
I would
that
rather
too,
see that than like a good teacher who's flirting with girls in class.
He was a shitty teacher, yeah.
See that because at least that's thematically appropriate.
He used the.
It's more tragic if they're a good teacher.
But see, the thing, he should talk about how fucking cool he was. I'm serious. You talk about all the like whatever he would do, like surfing, whatever, like whatever cool shit he did. He would talk about that. He wore really nice suits. Guy fucking loved himself. But yeah, I remember like a bunch of us like wrote like this guy the terrible teacher would not stop talking about himself. And by the way, he's a pedophile. But no, she was, by the time I got to write that, she was already 18. So
damn.
And there was another girl in my school that started a relationship with I think like the track coach or something like that. But this was younger. She was like 15. This is like sophomore year. And they ended up finding out and firing him. Didn't go to jail, just fired him. But they still stayed together up until a couple years after high school. They were both out jogging on like Highland Boulevard, and someone ran him over and killed him.
Oh,
like right in front of her.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. It's like The Boys.
Yeah, it was. When he that's a good beginning to that show, because I was like, fuck.
Yeah. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, that girl was fucked up. Nice lady.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man,
yeah.
I couldn't.
See, there's never a story beginning with these things. One guy, he left her, and the other one got hit by a fucking bus.
I couldn't imagine what it's like to date someone who died.
That's pretty intense. That'll make you grow up and mature a lot really
I mean, don't
quickly.
get me wrong. It's normal for like, you to date someone, break up with them, and they eventually die, possibly before you do that. I'm sure that happens all the fucking time. But I'm saying like for them to die while you're dating.
Yeah, that's pretty intense.
Yeah, it's a life altering moment, right?
Oh, yeah.
If my girlfriend died, I'd be very sad. I can't tell if I would like want to keep seeing their parents or just never look at them ever again. To just forget about it. I don't know.
It depends how long you've been together. Like I feel like if you were dating, you don't have to see the parents all the time.
Oh, but if you were married,
yeah, you gotta keep an open line there at least.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, I remember when we taught her how to play football, and you're like, I remember when I taught her how to ride.
But beyond
cowgirl.
beyond marriage, like just dating, it's like that's something you probably should move on from eventually.
That's a good. So that's why that's why you try to being marriage isn't a great idea. You can't walk away from it.
Well, getting married, they're gonna someone's gonna die eventually,
right? Which is what I mean. And then then there's paperwork and shit like that. Then you have to do a whole. You know what funerals cost?
Yeah, but dating and then your boyfriend or girlfriend dies, it's like you still have to deal with all the fallout as if you were married and you lost your spouse.
But
it doesn't. You don't even
have to pay for anything.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
So you're gonna be a horror. You're not gonna help pay for your fucking.
We were just dating.
What the fuck? You're not gonna.
I didn't know her like that.
What if you were?
I wouldn't even know who to invite.
We're like in our 30s. If you're dating a bitch, you're probably gonna be living with her.
Yeah.
So, it's like, come on, dude. It's like, like at least you gotta help, in some way.
I would ask somebody like, do you think I can get away with not doing any of this?
Oh my god. Or it'll be extra.
I wouldn't know who to report it to. Like it's the cops.
Or it'll be extra sad. It's like if your girlfriend came from like a troubled upbringing and like she had no family to rely and she died on you. It's like you have to deal with it then. It's like you're gonna be the only one at the funeral.
That's
like
just the type of women I like. Damn. You're right.
I mean, they exist. They deserve love too, don't they?
I'm the one that does that loving. Yes, I'm saying they do.
So
but then it's a really small. Then it's nice and small that I can handle. Then I'm getting her cremated. Then I'm getting her cremated. I'll call a few people.
Spread the ashes somewhere.
Yeah.
Even though that's like illegal.
I'll keep them. I'll keep them. It's a great story. It's a great story to break out. Whenever like a woman's like thinking about like
you guys want to see my ex-girlfriend?
Yeah. But don't leave me like my ex-girlfriend left me. She's right there. Abandonment issues.
Oh yeah, some lady will.
She's like, all right, I guess I'll.
Is that an urn? Was that your sister or something? And it's like, no, that was
my ex-girlfriend. Watch her die in my arms. Gosh, I'm so broken. Hold me.
Yeah, I guess it would be fucked up too. It's like you guys used to live together. And it's like, yeah, she died on me. I was just thinking about asking her to marry me.
Yeah, you can really control the narrative.
You can really milk it.
Yeah.
You can definitely milk the fuck out of that. I was just gonna ask her to marry me. All my friends have to move on, and they said,
but I just can't.
This is a bad idea. I'm sorry.
You're the first woman I've been with since it happened. How long ago was this? Too long. I can't remember. It feels like yesterday.
Oh my God.
It says 2012 on there. Yeah, but 2012 feels like yesterday. I don't know if I could love again.
Weren't you in like school? You guys weren't even adults.
See, you're too. I need someone younger who can't read. Get out of here.
Yeah, man. I mean, having a dead boyfriend or girlfriend. I mean, it's also probably a lot more common than we think.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I got the next section. But yeah, I'm sure plenty of chicks were like, yeah, I lost my boyfriend to fentanyl.
Wow. Yeah, that's the Staten Island cocktail right there.
Or something cooler like drunk driving.
That is cooler.
As long as you didn't kill
anybody.
Yeah. You don't kill anyone. If it's just you wrapped around the tree, that's pretty like,
I mean, if you're wrapped around a tree, like you went so fast, there is like no shape to the car left anymore. Because then I'm like, all right.
Pretty badass.
There's this like wrestler from the 80s named Magnum TA. All I knew was that at some point in the 80s, because he'd be talked about or whatever, but all I knew is at some point in the 80s, he got into a bad accident and became never fully regained the ability to walk or whatever without like help. So I always just figured it was like a motorcycle accident or something like that, because I'd seen videos of him like driving a motorcycle to the ring. So I'm like, oh, it's probably a bike accident that happens. But then I watched like a documentary about what happened. This fucking guy had a Corvette, and he was driving like not a Corvette.
What year was this?
Like the 80s.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He had some ridiculous like tiny sports car, like a Corvette or something like that, with like a ton of horsepower in it. And he explains it. He was driving like down this street in like Alabama, like in the rain, and he was going like 150. And then I saw the pictures of it, and like literally his car wrapped around a tree. And I was like, what an asshole. Like, everyone's been saying, like, they feel so bad for this guy. I'm like, I thought it was like a motorcycle accident. I'm like, that guy should be dead. What a prick.
It's awesome.
But yeah, I saw him like, dude, that was really fucking fast.
That's
like,
pretty epic. I mean, look, I decided now it's like, it's cool to go really fast in cars. Just do it at a track, man.
But then also, he had a wife with him, so like she had to help him, whatever. But then even when he's paralyzed, he cheats on her. And then she leaves him. And I'm like, what a scumbag.
That's like the guy with no legs and no arms who recently shot someone.
Oh, yeah. Good for him.
I was like, that's incredible.
Yeah, good for it's.
You know, what you're saying is pretty much how everyone felt when OJ got away with it. Like, everyone's like, oh, that's horrible. But then, like,
hey, honestly, they get one.
Honestly, yeah, like, a lot of black people were like, honestly, God bless. Like, you know?
Yeah, it's, you know, everyone, they needed that win. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
But that's exactly why that happened. Because it was like the what's his name? The Rodney King shootings in LA was like, what, a year or two before that or something like that, or the riots. Yeah.
Serves that bitch frat. I mean, it's still horrible that O.J. Simpson fell from grace and the woman he killed had to suffer a tragic end.
I mean, no, he also acted like he deserved to get off for that.
And then he goes on camera like making stab emotions.
I think he just acted like he deserved it, and then when it happened, he was like, "Holy shit!" And I think he just lost his mind from there. Because he wrote a book like about it called "If I Did It," where he talked about if he had done it, this is what he would have done.
That's a good book idea, though.
That's a great book idea.
Because it just cements your innocence. Because if you could come up with a better...
No, that's what I'm saying. The balls on this guy.
Because if you could come up with a better plan than what actually went down, then yeah.
You're like, well, I see he's thought about it. Because also, I mean, if he hadn't thought about killing the bitch, it'd be a lie.
He's like, I'm not going to lie to you. I thought about it.
Yeah.
I thought about it real hard, actually. I thought about it so hard, I almost planned it, but I didn't.
It's a great Chris Rock joke where he's like, "Now I'm not saying he didn't do it, but I understand."
I understand.
But I understand.
Yeah, Chris Rock was the last real black comedian that wasn't canceled, right? To talk about black shit.
I guess Dave Chappelle.
No, he got canceled.
He didn't get canceled.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, now he is. Yeah, he's hardly canceled. He's still.
No,
he's not.
canceled.
I mean, I'm sure people don't, but like he's still out there doing.
He
a lot
did
of stuff.
2 things you're not supposed to do in the media.
Joke about trans people.
And number 2,
I don't know what the second one was.
joke about the Jews.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You can't do those 2 things.
Yeah,
if you're, I mean, you could joke about the Jews, and you can't like
I know.
tell the truth about.
Well, that's
you know, like you could joke about it, sure, but you can't.
You can't do what comedy is supposed to do is to joke about a real issue, so we all get to talking about it and type of thing. Not supposed to draw attention to it.
Yeah. And he broke those 2 sins. I'm surprised he's not dead. I'm surprised they didn't.
Well, because he didn't joke about trans Jews.
Yeah. And he didn't threaten to kill the president.
Yeah, that's right.
Like fucking Trevor Moore did.
There's no coincidence between Trevor Moore talking about wanting to kill the president and then falling off his deck while he was blackout drunk 15 years later.
I don't believe that.
It was like 15 years later.
And it wasn't just...
It wasn't even the same president.
And he also did the Anunnaki stuff, which is a little weird.
Did he?
Yeah, that Anunnaki song. You know, when my computer learned... My computer came alive or something.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Oh, shit.
That was a good one. Really good, actually. Maybe he just knew things he sort of shouldn't have.
Oh, he didn't know how to handle his alcohol, I'll tell you that much.
He didn't?
He didn't.
Yeah. Well, he definitely died.
He is dead.
What floor was he? Did he fall from? The 4th floor?
I don't know. Kind of morbid to... Because also just like, I don't know. I've been very drunk before, but I don't usually climb to too high of a location if I'm very drunk.
Or too drunk.
I mean, yeah. Or if I get too drunk and I can't stand properly, I'll just sit.
I mean, the only times I've ever climbed high places when I was drunk was when I did a lot of graffiti, and it's kind of like kind of par for the course. It's like, oh yeah, we'll just drink like a 6-pack to the face each, and we just think it's a good idea to like climb up like scaffolding. It's like, bro, I could hit that. It's like 60 feet in the air. It's like, what are you doing? Like, what am I doing? You know, I remember thinking that too. It's like we would be like, you know, the billboard climb ups that you'd see like on like along the highway or something.
Yeah, there's
yeah. So we
ladders,
climbed those, and like I remember I was with End, or now False, back then End. He was like this Russian kid. I shouldn't say his name, but like we were just smoking up top, and he was taking a piss, and you know he was like, "Yo, my piss is streaming all over," because it was windy up there. And then I was like smoking the joint, trying to like keep it from going out, and I was like, I was thinking I was like 15, 16, and I was like, "What the fuck am I?" No, I was 14. I was even younger. I was like, "What the fuck am I doing?" Like 4 a.m. in Brooklyn. Like no, I had no business being out at that hour at that age. But when you're a graffiti writer, it doesn't fucking matter. But the only thing is, like, we were doing it because we could. Yeah. Like, it wasn't until later I realized, like, you know, the black kids and the hood kids and the gangsters, like, they were doing it because that was just, they had, you know,
that's all they could do.
Yeah, they didn't have good things going on at home or their neighborhoods, so it's like, yo,
they weren't outside like, yo, I should be out here. No one cared.
Yeah, graffiti happened to be a aligned outlet where a lot of things converge. You market territory, you get creative, you get to destroy things, you know, against kind of like a
which is perfect, like rebelling teenage behavior. It really fits that mold properly.
Yeah. But yeah, it was at some point. It was just definitely like, you know, once the substances came into play, that's when it got like bad news.
Sure.
Because like as teenagers, it's like, yo, you were super into the creativity and the art and partying and smoking weed. But then as you get older, it's like they start offering you coke, and then all like, yo, you ever do a fill-in while on angel dust? I'm like, what? Like, bro, what the fuck? We're like 15, bro. And he's like, yo, you start walking with that shit. I'm like, what?
I remember, I don't say their names, but those two guys that were like West Brighton kids. Remember they were in Angel Dust once, and they got stuck in the middle of the street, like they couldn't leave the street. And then there was that one guy that drowned.
Yeah, that's where I first got Angel Dust from those
West
guys.
Brighton. Yeah,
the whole West Brighton area.
Yeah, those guys were interesting.
I mean, it wasn't just those; it was everybody. Like Sean, you know, for example, like he was the first person I ever smoked dip with. And I remember the first time I smoked dip with him, he was like, I was like, it smells horrible, tastes horrible, but it fucked me up. I was like, yeah, I guess, you know, yeah, it fucked me up. He's like, yeah, it's crazy. Second time I did it, it was a full dippy. Like they had the whole like Newport, which was like dipped, and then you know in the formaldehyde.
It's liquid.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen PCB. I have no idea.
It's they call it dippies. You know, ideally you're supposed to, but you could also like load it into a spray bottle and spray like mint leaves or dried mint leaves and smoke it that way. But what you're supposed to do is traditionally,
I sort of smoke. Yeah,
you take a Newport and then you just dip it, and you shouldn't really dip the whole thing. You don't need to. You only like dip the tip of it because when you smoke it, the whole thing saturates. If you dip the whole thing, you might, I don't know, it might not even light properly, or you might die. Who knows? Oh, I think they call those super soakers actually, where you soak the whole thing. Yeah. And you know, like in '90s rap songs, when they talk about getting wet or hit the dip.
I know getting wet. Yeah, I just never understood.
That's what they meant.
Because the only time I've ever seen it was in the Chappelle show when like he smoked something,
like,
and then when Brady's just like, he's like, I know you like to get wet, Dave.
Yeah. Like, what?
Sherman Helmsley.
Sherm, yeah, smoke the Sherm.
Angel Dust.
Love boat. So yeah, we the second time I was with like some more even crazier. There was that guy Dylan with the face tats and everything. He was there. Luca Polsky was there. Fucking, we were like, and everyone was smoking dip. Remember Nicole G?
I don't know. Maybe.
Anyway, we were there smoking dip, and then by the second time, I realized I was like, why are we doing this? Like, this isn't good. This is not a good experience. The first time I was like, whatever. Second time I was like, this is awful. And then like the subsequent,
I remember you telling me about it years ago.
And the subsequent times, I was just like, this is awful. Like, why do you guys do this all the time out here in West Brighton? And they would light it and pass it, and I would just hit it. It's like, I don't understand, guys. Why do you keep doing it?
Yeah, I think I was in a room once when they were like doing that. I was like horrified. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Smoking dip. They were fucking smoking. They were getting wet. And I remember when Danielle dated one of them.
Yes.
Like,
yeah. I don't want to say his name. Yeah, I remember that.
And then I got into it, you know, again because like, you know, Danielle.
That's who I was in that room with. There was like another guy that eventually died.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And I thought I was done with this shit, but of course, you know, Danielle has the best tasting guys. You know.
Posty. Fuck. I didn't say anything. That guy was cool though. I like that guy. Yeah. Like I just like I just watched them do it, and I'm like, I don't like this. I'm not coming back here.
Nah, that guy was awesome though.
Oh, he was nice. I met him.
He was dope.
I met him
loved
that day or the day before.
He
I
was
think.
great. He was always cool. I mean, he was a little too cool for me, but he was cool. He was a
The
fun.
guy was. I mean, the guy was too cool for this plate of existence.
Yeah. Nah, he was a true artist. He was like, you know, he was super into the art and creativity, which is awesome. But yeah, the dip, that shit really kills. Yeah.
Wait, what is the chemical for it? Like,
All right, so it's like formaldehyde, but obviously, like on the street, you're not gonna get your hands on formaldehyde. So apparently, it's mostly derived nowadays from like starter fluid.
oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was because I saw it smoked. I figured
it's
it
some
was
ghetto ass fucking.
Jesus. Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, it is. It is terrible.
There's actually there was this wrestler. He's dead now, but his name was New Jack, and he was like a hood rat and a crazy violent guy. But like he had a tag team partner named Mustafa. Right, was his name Mustafa Saeed or something like that. And like, dude, Jack's crazy, but he was trying to explain how that guy's crazier than him. And he's like, that dude would smoke pencil shavings because I don't know, it's like some hood thing, like because it would get him seriously messed up. Because he was smoking lead.
Oh, graphite.
Yeah, graphite. I mean, yeah, not lead.
Interesting. Of course, it would get you fucked up. It's gonna put holes.
Well, that's his thing. He's like, yeah, that does get you fucked up because he's like,
it's gonna put holes in your brain.
yeah. But apparently that
like
was
drinking
like
mercury or some shit. You know, yeah, it's gonna fuck you up. I mean, with the what really got me though, the closest thing to a romantic notion that I had about wet or dip was that they described it like how like, oh yeah,
like losing your mind, right?
well
Sorry, go on.
well yeah, that is how it feels, but also like the physical sensation, the sensory sensations, like
Sensory sensation.
yeah, you dip it in formaldehyde, which formaldehyde is used to preserve dead bodies.
Right.
So the idea is it smells like death.
Okay.
You know,
All
like
right.
you smoke PCP, you're breathing it in, and you smell it, and it smells like dead bodies. Which, yeah, you know,
Okay.
if you go to any mortuary, it's what is it? I mean, not to say that's even romantic or good. It's just it's like the
Yeah, I don't
most.
know,
It's the closest thing to a meaning I found in PCP. Otherwise, it's just yo, this helps you like lose your fucking mind and maybe become a cannibal. I don't know.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, I've heard those stories, like PCP zombies or whatever.
Well, that's what happened to what's his name? Didn't he? When he walked into the Kill Van Color, whatever, the water.
Oh, he didn't walk into it. So this is what around that spot you're talking about along like Bay,
Richmond Terrace.
Richmond Terrace. Yeah. So
Probably like the Bayonne Bridge, I think. Yeah.
up Richmond Terrace on Staten Island.
Yeah.
Like if you go up that whole road,
I pointed is in that direction. I think
it is. Yeah. Accurate, like a navigator. Maybe that's what you were in a past life.
Could be. We've talked about the seafaring stuff.
Maritime.
Yeah. Just I wouldn't. I'd bring a few more chicks on a boat though. I don't know if I could do the whole.
You take what you can get.
Yeah, but back then it was just dudes. Go on.
So like to your whole right side driving up that road, it's all water.
Right.
So there's mad chill spots, you know, especially if you live in West Brighton and go deep enough. Like you could.
I've hung out like on
the shack, that before. weird, you know, bum hideout or whatever, which is awesome by the way. So like, you know, there was like this concrete wall just overlooking the water directly, and you'd sit along the edge, smoking weed, drinking beers, bullshitting, whatever. And he was really sure, Zuka's ex was really sure that they were just sitting, like standing or squatting along, and one just got so dipped out he just like fell.
Just fell.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Maybe hit his head like on the way down, got knocked out. And they were so fucked up they didn't even realize it.
That I know, yeah.
Like right next to
that,
him.
yeah. That I know is that he didn't realize it because.
So it wasn't like a flip out like kind of PCP death, but it was more like gross negligence kind of shit.
Yeah,
you know, it's like
what happened? Because so Zuka called me, I guess late that night because she hadn't heard from him, and then she found out he was in the hospital, and she couldn't get a car. She said, "Would you mind driving me there?" I was like, "Yeah, no problem." So I did that, and she's like, "Yeah," he doesn't know what happened to so and so. He's not sure. Like it's only him there. And I was like, "Okay," and then I found out the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took a while to realize it. What happened?
Well, they also spent the whole day looking for Manny. I think his name was Manny, and like the first time they were just like, "Where's Manny? Yo, where the fuck is it?" Because like after they left, because like they were so fucked up, so dipped out, they didn't notice.
So like he ended up in the hospital for whatever reason. Like they couldn't. He wasn't sure where he was.
No, I don't think he was in the hospital. Like,
Yeah, he was. I took her to the hospital.
Oh, to look for him.
No, her ex ended up in the hospital.
Oh, her ex ended up in the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ended up in the. But the kid that died.
Yeah,
He's.
That's what I'm saying. I took her to see him at the hospital, and he was like, "Yeah, we don't know where Manny."
Yeah, we don't know where the fuck.
Yeah,
he
we don't know where
is.
Manny is.
We got so fucked up.
We haven't heard
It's
from
like
him.
We lost
Yeah,
track of him.
yeah.
It's like what the fuck could have happened to him?
And
It's
then
like
his body washes up like a few days later.
which is fucked up. You know? 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like because that's the only way it could have happened because that's where they were.
Yes.
And that also caused him to break up. Like he got so depressed over that and so fucked up.
I
Like,
mean, yeah, I understand. He was a nice guy. I liked him.
that's like imagine if like we lost like Skittles, you know, and Skittles just fell in the water and he died
On our watch. So,
on our watch.
yeah.
We would be like, damn.
Yeah,
Like,
that fucked me up.
that sucks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Or Roman even, you know.
That's nature taking its course. It'd be
But the
wrong.
thing is-
It'd be wrong to interfere on
But
that.
the way nature works is that it would be more likely to happen to Skittles, and it would never happen to Roman.
No, he's too. He's like a cockroach.
I feel like there's a lot of power. I like to identify as a cockroach. You know
They're survivors.
you know those furries who are like they always say like, "Oh, I'm wolfkin," or "I'm like ravenkin." Like
No,
you
I
figure
don't.
at least one of them is something like not so cool, like roachkin or something.
There's got to be if there's a hierarchy, like someone's at the bottom.
You can't all be like something.
Someone's getting fucked.
Cool. Yeah. One of you is like a field mouse king or something. I mean, the way they say it is like.
I've heard of degradation, but that's just ridiculous.
But the way it works is like apparently it's like what you were in a past life or some shit. You know, it's like which makes sense in reincarnation terms. Like, yeah, you weren't always a human. You have to start from the bottom. You start from like a bacteria. You get reincarnated to, you know, whatever.
yeah, but was it one of their previous lives, or was their previous life just before that it wrote in? Because that's a pretty crazy jump.
True. Like maybe you go from like
You'd have to be like the bravest fucking field mouse.
maybe there's a threshold. Like maybe when you get past like a certain amount of cells organism, like you could just make the jump to human.
Yeah, like you save up enough points,
Yeah.
take the human upgrade,
Yeah.
then you're born in Calcutta, and you're like, this was a bad idea.
I mean, maybe every spirit of a human feels that way. Like you know, they come to regret it. They're like, I thought being a human.
This shit is hard. I'm alive a lot longer than I've ever been before, and I have a consciousness. I've never been depressed before. I didn't know this happened.
Or it's like you
ever seen depressed fucking bacteria?
Or it's like for me, it's like my past life as a deer was a lot better than this. You know?
Yeah, I just ate, fucked, and pooped, and that was
I
about
always say
it.
deer because apparently like that's or stag or whatever.
Right,
like,
stag. Yeah.
That's supposedly my spirit. Once I took the little internet quiz, it's like, what's your spirit animal? It's a stag.
Wait, where was this quiz on Facebook or?
I don't know, somewhere. I think it was literally called quizzes or some shit.
There's when I scroll through Instagram, I keep getting this ad, but it tries not to look like an ad. It tries to look like a podcast or something like that. And it's like, have you taken that test that reveals childhood trauma?
Yeah, Chris, I did, and honestly, I got the craziest results.
I'm like, I watch it. It's like, yeah, and I didn't know I was traumatized until I saw these images, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. then it's like a Rorschach test, and I'm like, they're like, well, if you see a bear, that means you're what do you call it? Not depressing. What do you call it?
Repressing.
Repressing. Yes, you're repressing childhood memories.
Trauma.
I'm like, I was like, oh, but if I see an eagle, I'm okay.
I think we can get accurate like home psychoanalysis like tests. The only thing is like you can't just. I mean, they're getting better. For example, like nowadays, these quizzes, they don't just like record your answers and like judge based off of your
They
answers.
record everyone's answers.
Well,
Judge
they'll-
everyone based against each other.
They'll also record like how long it takes you to answer. You know,
Right,
like
yeah.
all that shit. And honestly, I think if you added a webcam while you do it, and it's like it could read your expressions and analyze even more things, like the more you give it, the more accurate it'll be, I think.
Sure. No, I mean, there's something to.
Take the pedophile test. What percentage are you?
Which
likely to be-
pedophile are you?
yeah. And then like some guys who are like, yeah, all right, it's like with full confidence, like, and then he's just like 100% pedophile. And then you have one guy who's like super self-conscious, like, I don't know, I have some dark thoughts sometimes. And it's like, don't worry, you're safe.
That's me.
It's like it's just so funny how that would work out.
That's why you just don't take any of those tests.
I don't want to know. You know, it's like if I
I know. I don't need a test.
Or it's like if I have AIDS, I don't want to know. I don't need to know if I have AIDS.
Take the race. Well, no, that's different. It's a little different.
The racism test.
No, not the racism test. The AIDS test. That you should take if you think you have
No,
AIDS.
no, I'm saying no. You no. Listen, if you have HIV or AIDS, like you don't need to know that shit. It's better off if you never know. Just live your
Actually,
life.
because once you know, now you're responsible for
Exactly.
informing everyone you slept with. So yeah,
just to never
so
find
they
out.
they get it. You're like, hey, I didn't know.
I didn't know. Yeah.
I would have told you if I knew.
According to game theory, like learning if you have AIDS or not, getting tested for AIDS is a losing game. Just never,
It's not. Yeah, it always. Yeah.
just never find out. Try to use a condom. Don't pull a Lord of War.
I'm always tempted when everyone's ever asked, like,
When you're in, like,
when's the
Middle
last
East
time
or
you got tested? I got tested recently, but I'm always like on the verge of asking, how does one get tested?
You just go to a clinic.
I know, it's a joke.
They're usually free. I don't know how accurate they are, the free ones.
I like the free ones.
I mean, I don't
Like,
know.
spit in this cup. yeah, you're probably fine. Hey, he's the doctor. I don't know.
Oh my
And he said it doesn't test everything, but he says it tests most things.
Listen, kid, I've been doing this for a long time, right?
Oh, what? You want me to buy one of those big fancy machines and I start charging you fucking
tell you the same
$400?
shit I'm
Yeah, I'm doing you a favor here. I'm saving you money.
How about this? You go to one of those fancy places, spend your money, and then come back. It's like,
And you come back and talk to me.
I'm not going to refund you because you didn't spend nothing, kid.
And you go out with a clean bit of health and a good conscience. We want to go fuck it up. Going to a real clinic for. I mean, another clinic for and paying for it.
You got your piece of paper.
Comes back and say, I got the clap. What'd you do between here and when you went to there, huh? Huh? You're lying to me, obviously.
Maybe this is why it's better. Like our military gets like deployed to like the Middle East and not like South Asia or like I don't know.
What do you mean? Of course they do. Well, not to fight, but they're
To fight. I mean,
to fight. Well,
because could you imagine
we're not
how
fighting
many,
anyone in South
could
Asia.
you well, it's also. I mean, there's plenty of ways to transmit
But
all
what-
sorts of shit. But it's like imagine the Vietnam War. How many dudes got like venereal diseases?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were also all fucking the same hookers.
Well, yeah.
My cousin's in like the Navy, and he's got friends that like he said he went to Thailand once, and I was like, I would.
Oh, they all
I'm
got
like,
burned.
Yeah, I was like, dude, you went to Thailand single, and he's like, yeah, he's like, I didn't do what you think I did. I'm like, okay, I wouldn't. I love.
I used the condom.
Oh, good, yeah.
I used 2 condoms. Maybe not at once, but
I'd love to go to Thailand, but as a single man, I'm just not going to invite the comparison. I'm gonna wait until I go with somebody else at least.
I mean, if I went to Thailand, I don't think girls would pay that much attention to me. They would just be like, maybe he
lives. Yeah, maybe he's from here.
Maybe
Yeah, actually, that'd be pretty good for you.
Yeah. Although if I went with white friends, you'd have like she-males and real females and whatever.
Lady or lady boy?
Doesn't
Lady.
They would all be grabbing your junk. They'd be like, bro.
I've seen that. They just fucking grab your shit. It's like,
because they don't. That's expected and it's culturally appropriate there, and
it's a lot more likely to get my attention.
yeah.
Yeah.
And especially if you're wearing like sweatpants or like
Well, then
shorts.
you're asking for it.
Yeah, or shorts or something like basketball shorts. They're gonna come up and grab your junk.
Well, then that's different. That's you're inviting it.
Yeah.
You see the way he's dressed?
Yeah, the she-males though. There was this one brilliant YouTube channel.
You showed me this.
Oh my god, Incendium.
That was ridiculous.
That shit was legendary.
That was hysterical.
Like this guy used to start with like reviewing sex toys. So he would like, and it would be like insane shit. Like this is like this hanging harness, like kind of, like those,
Sex swing.
Like yeah, but the diaper swings.
Oh yeah, like it's you sit in the It's like a swing.
It's like that before a guy, and there'll be a slot where you stick your dick in or something, so it masturbates you like as you swing or some shit. It was ridiculous.
That's a lot of work just to jerk off.
Or like some crazy like blow up doll or something. But then he started like stepping it up to like going to other countries and like having sex with like prostitutes or whatever. But the notable thing was that he didn't care if they were like transsexual prostitutes from Thailand. Like he would go specifically looking to have sex with.
Yes, he did.
And then he recorded all the audio, which I guess is tasteful. It's a more tasteful option than just like showing it's just record the audio,
It was very
It was very eye-opening.
very scientific.
Very scientific, very expeditious.
Sure. Well, better him than me. See, now I know, and I don't have to experience it myself.
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Someone's got to do it.
And the funniest was the dialogue, like right up to the sex. He was like, "Do you have a dick?" And she's like, "Yeah, you have a dick."
Yeah.
And she was like sad. He's like, "Oh no, it's okay. That's,
Yeah.
I want that. That's what I.
You don't want to hurt her feelings.
Yeah. He's like, "That's what I want. I want that. It's good. That's good." Because I could just imagine giving him giving a thumbs up, you know. Because like, what else are you gonna do? It's the universal, like, you know, like thumbs up. It's like everything's cool, man.
Well, in his case, you do both thumbs.
Yeah.
Make him touch. And
then afterwards, like, she was like, "Are these your condoms?" And he's like, "Yo, take all of them. Yo. I don't need them anymore. Go ahead. They're all yours."
He's doing the next guy a favor.
Yeah. He's spreading goodness. God bless Incendium. Too bad. I don't know. God knows what he's doing nowadays.
Well, I was going to say, that kind of tops it. What else do you do from there?
I mean, he would go to like South America and try out like prostitutes there, but he kept like getting robbed and shit and like harassed by men like trying to rob him and shit. Yeah, like not everywhere in South America is gonna be friendly to you, you know?
No. Also, like if you're going around recording things, you instantly look like a tourist anyway.
Yeah.
So I got those meta glasses. I don't have to fucking hold my phone out like an asshole anymore. You only get you get like an hour worth of video if you want.
Meta?
Yeah. Or pictures, obviously.
Well, I don't really care that
they're Ray-Bans.
Yeah, that's what I like. I don't really care that they're meta. I like the Ray-Bans.
Well, that's meta just with it, but that's why I like Ray-Bans.
It's a smart partnership.
Oh, definitely.
But the fact that it's like Meta and Ray-Bans is like so fucking corny to me. I'd rather be like Sony and Meta.
I don't look good in anything
Ray-Bans
else. Well, I buy knockoff Ray-Bans normally.
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta get you a real set of Ray-Bans.
I have a real set of Ray-Bans.
Oh, you just don't wear them? Yeah, I do the same shit.
But those are my Meta glasses. Those are the only Ray-Bans the only real sunglasses I own. The other ones are knockoffs. They're called Shady Rays.
Oh, no, I want to get you some like regular Ray-Bans.
They were the same price as if I bought regular Ray-Bans.
No, I mean,
I got a really good deal.
I don't want to get you like, I think if I got like a friend a pair of Ray-Bans, I wouldn't just always get them like the Wayfarers, you know, the standard like Wayfarer.
But I like those. But yeah,
I know. If I would try to get some, I always got friends like, you know, Ray-Bans if I was like getting them a nice gift because there's so many options. Like most people, they think of Ray-Bans, they think of, you know, the one from Wayfarers.
The ones that Tom Cruise
the Blues
wears in
Brothers
that movie.
type shit. Yeah.
Well, I think Tom Cruise in that movie, I forget the name of the movie, like repopularized them. When that's that scene when like he's a kid, he's like home alone.
My prescription glasses are Ray-Bans.
Yeah, I've seen people have that. Fucking one of my coworkers, his prescription glasses are Pradas. He's also
that's pretty nice.
Well, he's Jewish. So
I got an ex-girlfriend Pradas before.
His yarmulke's also Gucci.
Oh wait, no. I got her. Prada's too expensive out for me. Actually, I got her.
It's spelled Perda.
I got her Versace. Versace, which isn't bad. I like Versace's.
My boss actually gave me like a $200 pair of sunglasses once. He didn't like them.
Dude, I love.
I didn't like them either, but they were $200. So I was like, "Yeah, you gonna wear these?" I'm like, "Yeah, haven't worn them once." Like they're in my car.
The biggest appeal for me getting contact lenses was being able to wear sunglasses. Now with Ray-Bans, like usually I kept two. So one pair I would keep in my car, and that was always the shitty pair of Ray-Bans that I dropped a lot. Yeah, so that was the shitty pair of Ray-Bans that I dropped a lot.
That's why I've never owned expensive sunglasses, and the Ray-Bans that I have now that I do, like I will use them for like a vacation. I won't just wear them. Or if I go to a show, I'll wear them or something like that.
Well,
because I will drop or lose my sunglasses.
But the whole like having a pair of Ray-Bans for your car, like that's what my ex-boss taught me that. I should say my current boss. I don't know, like whatever.
Well,
one of my bosses told me that. So he was the one
for legal purposes. He's not your boss right now.
Yeah, he was the one who taught me like the idea of like keeping a pair of sunglasses just for the car. So I do that, you know, like in the whatever, keep Ray-Bans. But then I also did that for like a Zippo, you know, like I had a car Zippo, car shades.
I thought about driving gloves before when I was like 18. I bought gloves. I kept them in the glove compartment. Probably did it once or twice, and I'm like, this is stupid.
I think driving gloves are only really good if you have a real racing steering wheel, which are pretty cool, like, you know, but
yeah, and a convertible. But
the texture is so rough, like it hurts your hands. That's why they wore racing gloves.
Yeah,
with the little yellow strip in the center, you know, at the 12 o'clock position. You ever see that? Like the little colored strip at the 12 o'clock position of the steering wheel?
I don't know. I haven't paid enough attention.
Well, if you look at racing, like car, at least nowadays, consumer cars that try to emulate a sports car feel, they would add a little colored strip at the 12 o'clock position of the steering wheel.
For what purpose?
You know, when you're doing like hard turns.
Oh,
or,
okay,
like,
so, yeah,
so you could keep
okay.
track of it visually.
Yeah,
using
because
peripheral.
I've slipped.
There you go.
Yeah.
Also, remember like back in the old days when like some taxi drivers would have a knob on their steering wheel?
Yeah, I always liked that.
Yeah.
I always liked that.
The steering wheel.
I like the knob. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool because fucking you just sit there, then you're just like it's even better.
Kind of reminds me of like, you know, the little nub you hang on to when you're riding a horse.
Yes.
Kind of reminds me of that, like a pommel.
Yeah, I like that.
They say driving like a manual stick shift car, kind of like ignites your ancestral blood memories of like riding through a horse with your hand on the pommel of a sword.
If you had bad fucking shocks too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I can see that. I mean, we've only been at least in our lineage, we've only been riding horses since they discovered the Americas. So it's only 500 years.
Yeah.
I guess that's enough.
Hey, you know, Jesus didn't have to ride a horse. He rode a donkey.
Well, yeah, they didn't have horses.
I mean, look.
He rode that ass.
He rode that ass straight into
The Bethlehem.
Isn't that where he started whipping dudes?
Pardon? Jesus?
Yeah, didn't Jesus go into it? No, not people, but he started like he came in with a whip and was like kicking over tables and shit.
Oh, that was this temple that was so they were
desecrated.
selling things.
Yeah,
And he got
he's like,
pissed
"What are
off.
you doing here, bro?
Yeah.
This is my father's place."
Which again, I was to point this out. Jesus never called anyone like a
snake?
godless faggot or whatever like that. He never like criticized people for like he never criticized sinners. The one time Jesus ever got mad was when people were selling shit in a church, which is something that fucking some mega churches do all the fucking time. That's the only time Jesus ever got mad at something.
Do you think it's bad to buy shit in a church?
I think it's bad. I think it's foolish to sell things in church. I think it's fucking. I think it is a sin. It should be a crime to sell things as a church.
You know, funny story. I'm not saying this counts, but I'm saying, you know, in Manhattan, there's a big church, right on like I think 6th Ave or somewhere along those lines. And it's not that the church. It's not really the church, but there's a section of the church that has been cordoned off and commissioned to a pizzeria.
Yeah.
That place has such good pizza. I ate there recently and it was like really good.
They probably got the what do you call it? See,
A brick oven.
I was gonna say
A
the brick
real-ass
ovens.
brick oven.
Yeah, made of fucking ancient bricks with that's had
Jesus power.
pizza after pizza on it. That's
Holy Power pizza.
yeah, some of those fucking metal fucking ovens you see. These newfangled ones.
Yo, do you mind if I take a little pee break and we'll do one more section?
This is the fourth section.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna take one pee break.
Sure, we'll do another 5-10 minutes or something like that.
So there's this one movie that we got to see together.
Demolition Man.
It's not out yet. It's called Disclosure Day.
Okay.
Or just Disclosure, I think.
Who's in it? What's it about?
You don't know what it's about?
No. I don't know everything all the time.
Well, this one's a pretty big deal. Yeah,
You know what? I thought Star Wars Episode 7 was going to be a big deal.
All right. So Disclosure Day is an upcoming American
Colin
science
Firth, he's
fiction film directed by Steven Spielberg from a screenplay by David Coep based on a story by Spielberg. The film
Wait, what?
Dude, it's just
Wait, but Spielberg wrote the story, but then someone else wrote the screenplay for him?
and he directed it.
Okay.
Dude, this is a pretty Spielbergy movie.
I like Colin Firth.
I love Emily Blunt. And yeah, I love Colin Firth. But I do love Emily Blunt.
You ever see The King's Speech?
Yes, where he has a speech impediment and he has to fix
it's
it.
really good.
Yeah, it is really good.
All right. And Spielberg hasn't done a sci-fi in a while.
I mean, this is important because the shit he's touching up on in this movie is supposedly like, you know, based on real stuff.
Like what real stuff?
I
I can't tell anything from these photos or that.
do you understand what like disclosure is like? All right, we'll just take some time to watch the trailer.
What did you steal?
Secrets. The data they paid me to protect.
Are they people?
No.
Good morning, Kansas City. Let's take a look at today.
That's my girl.
Let's. Today is. Today's.
Do you understand what she's saying?
I hear it. It's gibberish. I can't understand it.
And I can't.
What's happening to me?
People are starved for the truth. I'm a part of it now. I'm just sorry that they made you a part of it too.
Hello, Jane. Please. Have a seat.
We gotta watch this fucking movie, bro. We gotta watch because it's Steven Spielberg's next Alien movie, and he made some heavy hitters. He did like E.T. and I think like what Fourth Encounters of the
Fourth Encounters of the
and
Third
there was
Kind, or whatever, yeah.
both every Alien
Third Encounters of the Fourth Kind, Fourth Encounter, whatever. Yes.
and it was oddly eerily like parallel and in line with real conspiracies. And
Yeah.
if this is the new thing, that new trail of breadcrumbs, and I gotta follow it at least as far as cinema is concerned.
Spielberg would know.
How do you feel about Aliens? Have you softened your skepticism at all?
No. Well, I mean, like, it's not that my skepticism is that I'm not skeptical. I like I said, like I don't think there's any aliens in our that could reach us or in like our galaxy or anything like that. But there are interdimensional beings that are alien to us because
interdimensional.
Yeah.
Okay, so what if they started from another planet, became interdimensional, easily traveled here, and then
Okay. Yeah.
so like what's the difference at that point? Also, it may not be as like, for example, it may not be so literal and mechanical where it could also be meaningful, where maybe they came back far enough where what we consider like angels, demons, divine entities could really be higher interdimensional.
Well, that's why I said not so much that they can travel interdimensionally and they exist in our world, like our dimension, and crossed over, but they exist in another dimension that that we can't perceive. And sometimes they can cross over, and they could perceive us because they could perceive the lower dimension, but we can't grasp or see all of them.
So if it is like a higher dimension, for example, I think it'll be akin to. Did you ever see like Escaping Flatland, or
No.
heard of the story? So
No, but I've seen like Carl Sagan explain how how a third dimensional object perceives a second two-dimensional object, and how we can perceive the next dimension up the same way they couldn't fully perceive us.
yeah.
Yeah.
So in the story, it's a story about a world that's all two-dimensional, and a three-dimensional entity comes and communicates with the second, but the second two-dimensional entity cannot see it.
Right. It can.
Like,
Yeah.
where are you? I just
Yeah.
hear. So I think it'll be the same
'Cause
thing.
I would agree. Yeah. So that's that's what I feel like is more likely.
So that we are being observed, we are being manipulated, and I don't think it's like they're manipulating it like we would manipulate a lab rat. I think it's like they manipulate us in the way we manipulate our shadows. We're three-dimensional objects. Our shadows are two-dimensional. What we do, you see it reflected in the two-dimensional image, right?
Okay. I like that theory.
Yeah. Which also kind of aligns with like, what I said before. It's like, what if we're just figments of God's imagination? What if we all just live in God's imagination in his subconscious or psyche?
Well, if we did, I feel like I've gone through a lot of unnecessary shit just to be part of fucking some guy's imagination.
But I mean, listen, you've imagined people and put them through hell too.
Yeah, but not on purpose.
Was you saying?
But they don't feel feelings. I feel feelings.
You don't know that.
I know that.
Why?
I don't know. This is the only reality I know.
Exactly. And maybe God feels the same way about us. Like I don't think they're real. They just exist in my imagination. And we're just sitting
What
here.
a jerk.
Yeah. Meanwhile, like dudes in our imagination, they're probably like, dude, like,
Do you not see the comparison?
Yeah. Do you not see the parallels? So maybe that's what
You're
it
like,
is.
oh, I gotta get drunk and stop thinking of these things.
No, it's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to think about it more.
I know.
Anyway, with that, we could conclude the episode. It's been real, y'all. Get us to 200 likes so we could start live streaming these things.
Yeah, and then you'll get to see all the uncensored wacky.
Oh,
As if we could be more uncensored.
Speaking of which, can you recommend us some baseball video games to play?
I mean, I think I was saying There's not like the good ones, the ones that are like a simulation.
They're all
There's-
for like PlayStation 5.
they're
or
consoles.
whatever.
Yeah, like so MLB The Show is the baseball game. Every couple of years, there's like someone else tries to make a different one, but it's never comparable because like you can't do what they do because they have the license.
Only the creepy uncle of video games, EA, can make it right.
Right. Back in the day, there used to be like 5 or 6 different type of baseball games, and they were all different. There was ones that were more arcadey. There was ones where like I forget the name of it, but like you could throw a fireball, or like you could just fucking bean a guy over and over again if you wanted to. And there was a whole video package of like a guy falling over and like crawling to first base.
I got a fucked up theory.
Yeah.
Before we tie off, I'll say this much. I think the next greatest sports game is going to be Grand Theft Auto 6. Because I think in Grand Theft Auto 6, you're going
They'll
to
be able to play a baseball or basketball game within that game.
you're going to
Yeah.
be able to play every sport.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
It's going to be nuts.
I agree.
Oh, yeah. Oh, speaking of which, again, speaking of Grand Theft Auto 6, we didn't die before Grand Theft Auto 6 came out.
I'm shocked. I'm
Not yet.
shocked.
Anyway, November.
That's a long ways to go.
Yeah, I know.
We'll hang in there.
Yeah. Good night.